heroes trained by the rules. Josuke trains to survive.
Hello everyone, welcome to What If Deku Was Trained by Josuke Higashikata from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure movie. Before we start, please go support StiferShadow for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistake in character's gender, but of course Deku is a male. At the end of the fight against Kira, something strange happened. When Bites the Dust was activated at the same time as Zawarudo from Star Platinum, there was a glitch in time and space, causing all the stand users in Morio City to be sent to another world. What will happen to them? Goodbye, Morio. A group of people could be seen in the distance due to explosions. Among the crowd of police officers, medics, and firefighters, 7 people stood out. The most prominent was injured, wearing a blood-stained white suit. It was none other than Yashikage Kira, who was facing Jotaro, Josuke, Koichi, Okayasu, Rohan, and Hayato. A nurse approached him to help, unaware of what was happening because Kira had placed his 4th bomb, Bites the Dust, inside her, revealing his identity. Hayato, no Bites. The dust is about to begin. If we don't defeat IT now, it will make everyone except her explode. Jotaro and Rohan would begin running TOWRDS KIRA. Koichi Jotarasan. Josuke tried to go after Kira, but he was too injured. Kira, are you here for me, Jotaro? Bites the Dust was born because I didn't want to run into you. Come closer, try to stop time. How many seconds will you do it? Try to corner me. Pushing me to the limit will make Bites the Dust easier. JOSUKE JOTRO stop time, don't let Killer Queen flip the switch. KIRA grabbing the nurse with Killer Queen, no this is MY limit. I'll push it now, JOTARO, Star Platinum ZA Waruda. KIRA, pressing the Bites the Dust switch at the same time as Jotaro activates the ZA Warudo. At first nothing happened. Kira WHE trying to activate Bites the Dust, why won't it activate? Jotaro, time didn't stop, but that doesn't matter now. Seeing that Killer Queen and Star Platinum were emitting light from their bodies. Josuke, what the hell is going on? Koichi, something's wrong. Kira didn't know what she was thinking, but for some reason her body moved involuntarily. Without saying anything else, she went towards Jotaro, pressing her thumb against his hand. After doing that, the sound of the switch was heard, causing the light of Star Platinum and Killer Queen to expand massively. Everyone, damn it, Josuke wakes up. Josuke, what? He's already reacting. Josuke, waking up Okayasu, seeing that he was in a forest with Koichi, Jotaro, Rohan, Okayasu, Stray Cat, and Hayato. Where are we? Jotaro, no idea, it looks like a forest. Rohan, that's easy to know. Josuke, and what about Kira? Jotaro, it seems I escaped. Josuke, hitting the floor angrily, damn it, he'll do his thing again. Jotaro, don't worry, I'll contact the Speedwagon organization to find him and take care of him, but to do that we'll have to leave here. Koichi, I'll use Act 2 to see if there's a way out to the city. Summoning Act 2, here Koichi can summon echoes like in the Eyes of Heaven game, sending it over the trees. There's a path to the right, it's not far. Jotaro, onward. So everyone followed Jotaro. 30 minutes later. Josuke, look at a phone. Jotaro, okay, going to use it. Koichi, don't you find this place strange? Ryohan, yes, I don't remember being in this place before. Josuke, that doesn't matter now. What's important is stopping Kira now, although I also can't explain why Hayato is with us. Rohan, when you were unconscious, Koichi and I saw that Kira's father was in his pocket. Josuke, what? But I saw Kira blow it up. Koichi, that explains why the photo looked burned and somewhat destroyed. Josuke, most likely look for Kira. Jotaro, returning to them. Josuke, well, Jotaro, no functiono. Rohan, what do you mean? Jotaro, I called and it seems the number doesn't exist. Everyone, what? Jotaro, I contacted the operator and told her to call the old man at the Morio Hotel, and she told me that the city of Morio does not exist. Everyone, surprised. Josuke, tell me you're joking. Jotaro, I wish it were that simple, but unfortunately that's all the information we have so far. I also played dumb, pretending to be a foreigner, and asked where the nearest city was. It's an hour away by car, but a 3-hour walk. Rohan, well, it's best to investigate further. If we stay here, we won't accomplish anything. Koichi, you're right. Thus they headed to the city. Halfway there. Rohan, we're already halfway there. Hayato, it's very hot. Koichi, looking at the sky as the clouds parted, how strange, the clouds are disappearing in one area, why is that? Everyone present, looking up at the sky. Jotaro, using Star Platinum to see it can't be the arrow. Okayasu, we have to go after her. Rohan, it's useless trying to go after her. Josuke, Rohan is right, it's very far away. Jotaro, it's best to go after her later. It's best to go to the city to investigate. If for some reason we can't rely on the Speedwagon Foundation or if we can't go to Morio, we'll have to look for other options. Everyone nodding and continuing on the way to the city. 5 minutes before, somewhere in Shizuoka, you can see a man bleeding while wearing a white suit. Where am I looking around? Damn, I could have had my peaceful life, but Kawajiri Hayato managed to find a way to beat Bites the Dust. 2. Hey look, there's someone there. 3. He's wearing a suit, he must be rich, but he looks like he's just been beaten up. 2. She's too weak, she'll be easy prey. 3. Approaching the guy in the suit. Hey, what a nice suit, it's a shame it's covered in blood. 2. Yes, it's a shame, putting his hand in a pocket of the injured man's jacket, taking out an object. What do we have here? Seeing that it's an old telephone. 3. What is this shit? It's from like 20 years ago. 2. You idiot, how can you use that crap? Kicking him. 3. He's poor after all, we'd better leave. Turns around. Getting up. 2. What do you want, bastard? I want you to get a beating. Approaching slightly. 3. Turning around. My name is Yoshikage Kira. I'm 33 years old. I live in the northwest part of Morio where the big houses are and I'm not married. I work as a clerk at the KMU supermarket and I get home every day by 8:00 p.m. at the latest. I don't smoke and I only drink occasionally. I go to sleep at 11:00 p.m. and I always try to get 8 hours of sleep. After drinking a glass of warm milk and doing about 20 minutes of calisthenics before bed, I usually sleep until morning. I wake up without fatigue or stress like a baby. At my last checkup, they told me I'm healthy. 3. What the hell are you saying? Kira, thinking if everything goes as planned, I'll be able to use Bites the Dust. Summoning Killer Queen. 3rd bomb. Bites the Dust, pressing the switch. 2. What are you trying to do? Kira, why isn't it working? Suddenly her body starts bleeding profusely from her wounds. 2 and 3, scared. What the hell? Kira, thinking why is this happening to me? She couldn't finish because something other than blood came out of the arrow. The arrow finally flew out of her body. 2. Let's get out of here. Turning around. Kira, grabbing the thief's face with Killer Queen. You're not going anywhere, Killer Queen, making him explode. 3. Bastard, activating his quirk, which is to turn his arm into a metal spear, trying to attack Kira. Kira, dodging his attack. You're a stand user. 2. Hitting him with Killer Queen. 3. Flying away. What are you talking about? Wasn't your quirk to create explosions? Kira, Quirk, thinking I'll get all the information I need out of him and then I'll blow him up. Slowly approaching the criminal. An hour and a half later with the Joestar group. Shizuoka. Jotaro, we finally arrived. Koichi, okay, there are people around, let's go ask them. Walking towards them. Okasu, wait, Koichi, look. Pointing to the sky, making everyone see several people flying. Josuke, what the hell? Rohan, turning around, seeing several people using powers or with extra body parts or parts that are different from those of humans. Jotaro, it seems we're not in our world. Rohan, that's easy to figure out. Josuke, everyone has powers and they don't seem surprised. Koichi, I'd better go ask, walking towards some old people. Excuse me, could you tell me why they're flying? Old woman, if you're referring to the rule about not using quirks, only quirks that don't cause harm like flying are not considered important. Koichi, quirk. Old man, you don't know what a quirk is. A quirk is a power. Koichi, a power. Old woman, perhaps you know him as Kos. Koichi, nervous. Sure. Before I go, could you tell me how I can get to Morio City? Old man, Morio. Whoever told you about a city called Morio lied to you. Koichi, thinking so what Jotaro said is true. Well, thank you, bowing and returning to the boys, giving them the information. Josuke, damn it, biting his lip. Jotaro, this isn't the time to complain, Josuke. We need to gather more information, find a place to stay, and get some money. Koichi, we'll have a lot to do unless looking at Rohan. Rohan, do you plan for me to use my Haven's door? Koichi, it's the only way for the moment. Jotaro, unfortunately, yes. Furthermore, we don't know how long we'll be here or even if we'll be able to return. We'll need Kira to do the same thing that brought us here. Okasu, I hope we find him soon. Jotaro, we'll look for someone to use Haven's door and get them to give us information, probably money, and if possible, a place to stay. Josuke, let's not waste any more time. Interlude Boku no Hero times. 1 week after Almight told Izuku he would be his successor. 1 week after Chapter 1. Returning with the Joestar group. Half an hour later. Okasu, just pick whoever it is. Rohan, I should choose someone who looks like they have money. I even think it would be better if I could publish my manga in this world. Hayato, I'm hungry. Josuke, don't worry, Hayato, seeing an ice cream on the floor. That's Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond, Dora making the ice cream return to a state before it fell. Josuke, it's all we have. Hayato, thank you, eating ice cream. Touching Koichi's shoulder. Koichi. Koichi, turning around, summoning Echoes. Act 3. Wait, Koichi, it's me, Tamami. Josuke, how did you get here? Tamami, I don't know, I just saw a light and woke up in an alley. Jotaro, did you see anyone else? And how long ago did you wake up? Tamami, no, I didn't see anyone and I've been here for almost a week. Everyone impacted. Tamami, although, hey honey, approaching Tamami and hugging him from behind. Everyone except Hayato, noticing that he has a padlock on his body. Tamami, hey you right, you when I'm empty lady. Tamami, well let me introduce you to my friends. She leans close to Koichi's ear to whisper he got a little cheeky and in the end I made him feel a bit guilty. I think he mistook the feeling for love. Koichi, I see, greeting MT lady, nice to meet you. Everyone bowings. MT lady, the pleasure is all mine. Jotaro, it's best if we leave and find a place to stay. Koichi, yes, that will be best. Tamami, don't worry, you MT lady, would you let them stay in the apartment just for tonight? MT lady, but the apartment is too small. Tamami, please, and I'll do whatever you ask. MT lady, I disagree, but you will clean the apartment for a year. Koichi, thank you. Tamami, okay, let's go. So they would go to Yu's house and spend the night. The meeting and the enlistment. 9:30 in the mornings. Outside of Yu Takeyama's department. Koichi, thank you so much for hosting us and feeding us. Tamami, don't worry, you come here honey, you have to clean up. Tamami, see you, running to the apartment. Jotaro, well it's time to go. Josuke, Okayasu, Koichi and Hayato will go and explore the area but preferably look for our acquaintances. If Tamami is here, the others probably are too, but only those who possess stands or like Hayato, those who are in contact with one. Josuke and Okayasu, agreed. Jotaro, Rohan and I will go and find a place to stay and other things, but first. Rohan, Haven's door. Haven's door, using his ability and tearing a leaf off Josuke, Okayasu, Koichi and Hayato. Josuke, what the hell, Jotaro, we need some information from you. Rohan, I'll return them to you later. Josuke, you better. Jotaro, we'll see each other here in 10 hours at the most. Okayasu, it's too long. Rohan, for what Jotaro and I are going to do, it's very little time. Koichi, we'd better leave now if we're not going to be long. That's how they would separate. 8 hours later, Josuke and his friends still hadn't found anyone, so they returned to the meeting point and waited another 2 hours. Okayasu, holding a flower pot containing stray cat, it was just a waste of time. Josuke, yes, I hope we have better luck next time. Jotaro, they arrived on time, they found someone or they obtained information. Josuke, no, we didn't get any information and we didn't find anyone either. Rohan, it will be difficult to find the others. Koichi, are you worried? Rohan, no, but it'll be better to have more allies to find Kira, although being here gives me several ideas for my manga. Jotaro, you'd better keep looking tomorrow, now we have to go to our house. Everyone home. Rohan, we saw a wretch who went to the bank. With Haven's door, I wrote to him to obey Rohan and Jotaro if they ask him to, and not to do anything that would harm Rohan and or Jotaro. To make sure he did, Jotaro went with the man and I went to get the papers. Okayasu, what kind of papers? Jotaro, birth certificates, house deeds, and other documents, plus driver's licenses. Tomorrow we'll go for elementary school certificates for Hayato only up to 5th grade, and high school certificates for Okayasu, Josuke, and Koichi. High school at least for Rohan and me. Rohan, apparently universities are well protected as are hero schools. Koichi, hero schools. Jotaro, in this world as we have seen, people have powers. Since some began to use them for evil, the profession of hero emerged just like in comics. Josuke sounds great. Okuya, it must be fantastic to be one. Koichi, we could be heroes. Jotaro, I'm glad you like the idea because in a few months there will be an entrance exam where those who pass will be able to enter the best hero school UA. It'll be the best. If for some reason we can't return to our world, we need to have a plan B. I read in a newspaper that heroes can use their powers almost freely. That will make it easier for us to find Kira, and if something comes up, we can use our stands. Josuke, great idea. Jotaro, besides, it will be easier for us to face stand users. Koichi, what do you mean? Jotaro, the arrow is in this world and Kira's father is too. It's logical that he'd try to create more stand users, though there's a silver lining to this. If there's a user whose power is related to location, we'll be able to find Kira. Well, we should go now, so everyone would leave. 2 hours later. Kishibe residence. Everyone except Rohan and Jotaro, how great. Koichi, it's just like your house, Rohan. Rohan, yes, I wanted something that would make me feel at home, only this is 2 floors bigger. Walking towards the door, entering followed by the Joestar group and Hayat. Okayasu, looking inside the house, did you manage to get all this in one day? Jotaro, yes, a moving truck brought it. Koichi, inside it's almost the same as your house before it burned down. Rohan, a little annoyed by the comment, remembering when his house burned down, yeah, although that brings back bad memories, don't you think, Josuke? Josuke, nervous pupils. Hayato, opening the refrigerator, which was very large, so much food. Jotaro, with the money he gave us, we bought that and much more. The bad thing is that if we don't make it in the future, we'll have to leave this house, all of us except Rohan. Koichi, why Rohan? We're not going to live together forever. There will come a time when you'll have to make your own lives. Jotaro, it's best not to think about that for now. Just check out your rooms. Everyone disagree going up. Rohan, I'm going to my studio. I'm eager to draw. Going upstairs. Jotaro taking a picture, thinking I hope to return, even if it's just to see you one last time, Jolin. Intermediates. 2 weeks later. Afternoon 6:00 p.m. Shizuoka Beach. Koichi, we've been looking for a long time. Josuke, yes, I'm already tired. Okuyasu, holding a flower pot containing stray cat, let's sit down on one of the benches. Hayato, I disagree, sitting down like the rest. That way, everyone would start thinking about their family and their world. 10 minutes later, excuse me, have you seen a boy about 160 cm tall with white hair? Josuke, looking to see who was asking Koichi. Koichi, a little discouraged, what's wrong, Josuke? Josuke, look, pointing at the person. Koichi, turning around, looking at the person in surprise. Yukako running towards her. Yukako-san. Yukako turning around to see Koichi. Koichi-san, running towards him and hugging him. Koichi, I'm happy to find you. Yukako, I feel the same as you. Okuyasu, Koichi is so lucky. Hayato, who is she? Josuke, Yukako is Koichi's girlfriend and also a stand user. 5 minutes later. Koichi, guys, I already spoke with Yukako. She told me that she arrived after seeing a light. Josuke, just like us. Yukako approaching Koichi. Koichi, I have to go, giving him a kiss. See you later, running off. Koichi touching his cheek, watching Yukako walk away. Josuke, Koichi, why is Yukako leaving? Koichi, he also told me he met Toshikazu and your father Josuke, who brought the baby. Thanks to Mr. Joestar, they got a boarding house, but unfortunately he said they arrived here 3 weeks ago. Josuke, my father, at least he's alright. But how is it possible that they arrived before us just like Tamami? Koichi, I have a theory. The first is that we arrived first, but being so close we were unconscious during that time. Josuke, that could be. For now we need to go to Jotaro and Rohan to inform them. Koichi, yes. Josuke, Okuyasu, Hayato were leaving. Okuyasu and Hayato. If that's how they would go to their new home. To get there faster they would take a taxi. Night 7:30. Kishibe residence. Upon arriving, they would tell Rohan and Jotaro about the information Yukako gave them. Jotaro, so the old man's here, that'll be a problem for the Speedwagon Foundation. It seems stand users were affected. What I don't know is if only Morio's stand users arrived here or everyone on the planet. Koichi, it would be good if it was only the ones from Morio. Rohan, putting that aside, I brought you this, showing them some books. Here you can get the information you need to pass the test. Here you already know what the test to enter UA is based on. Koichi, Josuke and Okuyasu, thank you. Jotaro, we also brought books for you. Hayato hands him 3 books, just remembering half of them will be fine. The story of this world isn't so different from ours, except that they're a few years ahead of our world. Besides, they have more advanced technology. Koichi, we'll do our best to get into UA. Josuke and Okuyasu, yes. What? Elsewhere. Unknown locations. Evening. A somewhat injured man and a woman could be seen next to him. In front of them was a man in a somewhat stained suit whom we all know. Man, why are you doing this? Kira, because thanks to a group, the peaceful life I longed for has disappeared for the moment. Woman, crying, please let us go, we'll give you everything we have. Kira, okay. Woman, throwing a purse, now let us go. Kira, using Killer Queen to open the purse, empty it, and turn it into a bomb. Only money will do right now. Throwing the purse, now get out of here. Woman, helps her partner leave while holding the bag, walking a few meters away. Kira, pressing the switch on the first pump. It's a shame, she had beautiful hands. I finally found you, Yashikage. Kira, I know that's his last name, I just identify him more easily as Kira. Turning around, father. Yashihiro, here you were, Yashikage. Kira, I thought you were dead. Yashihiro, luckily the photograph was only slightly damaged, son. You should have escaped at the time. You still could have. Kira, I've already told you that I want to have a life without worries. I don't want to live in fear that they will come for me. Yashihiro, I figured you'd say that. That's why I brought this, showing him the arrow. Kira, what good is it to me? Even if I recover bites the dust, I wouldn't be able to do anything for the moment. Yashikage, surprised, what do you mean you lost it? Kira, when I got here I tried to use bites the dust, but the arrow was ejected from my body. Yashihiro, still surprised, putting that aside, I could use it again to create users, and if there's one with the power to travel between dimensions or worlds, we could return. Kira, if I return I could make up something about Hayato to his mother or just tell her I haven't seen him if she asks. Yashihiro, although for a while you'll have to stay hidden. Kira, unfortunately, yes. Yashihiro, while I was looking for you I could see those damned people. Every day they go to a place near the beach as if they were looking for something. Kira, it's obvious they'll come looking for me. Yashihiro or maybe his friends, I saw 2 or 3 of them but I don't know where they are. The strange thing is that they were all stand users. Kira, it seems the explosion also brought the Morio users here. I need to find somewhere to take refuge. Yashihiro, oh that's what I wanted to talk to you about too. Apparently there's something called the League of Villains. I overheard some strange-looking guys talking about it. They're looking for people to join. Kira, if they can give me something as close to the life I want as possible, I'll accept. I hope there's someone with the same power as that woman, remembering Ayatsuji, the user of Cinderella. Yashihiro will have to go. After that, I'll go where the arrow led me to create users. Currently, I've only been able to convert 3. Kira, first of all, do you know where they are? Yashihiro, yes, I followed them out of curiosity. Kira, okay, let's go. A few months would pass during which they would only have information about Angelo's stone, which is outside a restaurant as decoration, and about Ken Oyanagi. Josuke, Okayasu, and Koichi all began to study and train both physically and with their stands. Hayato would enter the 5th grade of elementary school, where he would meet Ken, who would be his classmate, UA Academy. Tomorrow, our Koichi, Josuke, and Okayasu could be seen in front of the school. What? Josuke, so this is UA, guys, let's do our best. Entrance exam and first day. What? UA Academy. Tomorrow, after Izuku and Uraraka's meeting. Our Koichi, Josuke, and Okayasu could be seen in front of the school. What? Josuke, so this is UA, guys, let's do our best. Okayasu, wow, this place is amazing. Koichi, the school is very nice. Josuke, let's not waste any time, let's go, walking to the entrance. Within the facilities, to all applicants, welcome to my show today, everyone say hey. Josuke, Okayasu, and Koichi, hey, happy thinking this is the first time someone has answered me. You 3 really know your stuff. Next, I'll show you the route of the practical exam. Are you ready? Yes, Josuke, Okayasu, and Kiachi, yes. Thinking I like these guys. Extra whispering guys, you don't need to answer present mic. Okayasu, it would be rude not to answer him, someone who dresses as well as he does. Present mic, smiling as stated in the application requirements, you applicants will have a 10-minute training battle. After the presentation, please head to the specified battle center, okay. Okay, Josuke, Okayasu, and Koichi, okay. Present mic then went on to explain how the practical exam would be just like in the anime. Raising his hand, I have a question. Present mic pointing at him, yes. The pamphlets list 4 types of villains pointing at his pamphlet. If this is a printing error, then you, the most prominent school in Japan, should be ashamed of such a mistake. The applicants are here because they wish to be exemplary heroes. Also, you pointing at Deku, the one with the curly hair, you've been muttering the whole time. It's annoying. And you pointing at Okayasu, the one with the scars, you haven't stopped whistling nonchalantly. That's disrespectful to everyone here. If you're here for a field trip, then you'd better leave immediately. 2. I'm sorry, covering his mouth. Okayasu, annoyed, come and say it to my face, you idiot. Trying to go after him but being held back by Josuke and Koichi. Josuke, calm down, Okayasu. Koichi, it's not worth it. Okayasu, still annoyed, I disagree, sitting down. Present mic, calm down, applicant number 7111, thank you for the great message. The 4th type of villain is the 0-point villain. He's an obstacle, so to speak. There's one in every battle center. He's an obstacle that can appear in tight spaces. He's not impossible to defeat, but there's no reason to. I recommend you avoid him. Thank you so much. Bowing, please excuse the interruption. Sitting down. Josuke, I see it's like in video games. Present mic, that's all from me. I'll finally give all the applicants a present from our school. The hero Napoleon Bonaparte once said, a true hero is someone who overcomes the misfortunes of life. Go ahead plus ultra, now everyone, good luck suffering. This is how they would proceed to administer the written exam. Later in the center of battle, our protagonists are squatting. Okayasu, what Jotaro told us was true. In the information they obtained about the entrance exam, they were told that students from the same schools would be separated. Josuke, yes, Koichi was sent somewhere else. Present mic, okay, GET started. Okayasu, he instantly started running towards the open door. Josuke, Okayasu starts following him. Present mic, what's going on? There's no countdown in real fights, death awaits. That way everyone would run away. Later, near the end, the 0 points would be released and everyone would start to flee. Josuke, it's 0 points, we'd better leave. Okayasu, wait, look, pointing at a girl under the rubble. Josuke, we have to help her, let's go, running towards her. Okayasu, seeing a green-haired boy in the sky, look up. Green-haired boy, charging up a punch, SMASHHHHHHHHH, hitting him, causing him significant damage. After delivering the blow, he begins to fall with broken legs and arm. Present mic 1 minute left. The boy with green hair, we already know it's Izuku. I'm just putting it like this because he hasn't introduced himself to the others yet. He would start thinking about why his body was like this, and also about finding a way to save himself from the fall. Okuyasu cutting through space with the hand, catching Izuku. Kid, are you okay? The boy with green hair, he would look at him for a moment and then faint. Okuyasu landing on the floor, he's just unconscious. Josuke, okay, looking at the boy, thinking even though I managed to defeat him, the pieces are falling. They'll fall on that girl if I don't do something, running towards where the girl is. Girl, don't come, you'll get hurt if you do. Josuke would run. Upon reaching the girl, he would summon Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond hits the falling debris and robot parts Dora using all those materials to rebuild the building and fuse them. Obviously, the 0 points wouldn't work anymore. Similar to when he fused Angelo and the stone. Josuke, are you okay? Girl, I'm fine. Josuke, okay, walking towards Okuyasu, who is carrying the boy in his arms. The boy is really hurt, using Crazy Diamond to heal him. Everyone present was surprised. A few seconds later, an old woman arrived. Old woman, good job. Good job, taking some candies out of her pocket and giving them to a boy. Extra bowing, thank you, yes, same here. Walking towards the boys who were holding the green-haired boy. From what I could see, looking at the broken arm, it was fine, as if nothing had happened. Proceeding to look at his legs, seeing them in perfect condition. How is he okay? I saw how his arm and legs were broken. Josuke, I healed him. Do you have the ability to heal? Josuke, something like that. It's the ability to return things to a previous state, which is why I can heal them. I see you can leave now, we'll take care of it. Josuke, leaving the boy on the ground. Alright, see you later. Leaving with Okuyasu. That's how they would withdraw. Time would pass where they would be accepted. Intermediate. Sometime later. Interior UA. Tomorrow. Koichi, look, here's class 1A. Josuke, seeing the open door, there's the boy who weakened him. 0 points. Okuyasu approaching him, hello. Coming out of his thoughts, stepping back a little scared. 3. You were also the ones who discovered the purpose of the exam. Looking at Okuyasu, you were the one who caught me. Okuyasu, that's right. Bowing, thank you. 2. Looking at Josuke and Okuyasu, you guys were great too. Your skills were amazing, especially when you stopped me from getting 0 points. Bowing, thank you. Okuyasu, you don't have to thank us. Josuke, thanks to you we were able to save the girl. Thanks to me. Josuke, yes, the blow you gave him destroyed him. Koichi, so he's the boy I heard about, the one with incredible strength. Izuku, incredible strength. Josuke, yes, sorry, let me introduce myself. My name is Josuke Higashikata. Koichi, I'm Koichi Heroes, nice to meet you. Okuyasu, and I Okuyasu Nijimura. I am Izuku Midoriya, nice to meet you. Bowing. 2. I'm Achako Uraraka, pleased to meet you. 3. And I Tenya Iida, giving a small bow. 3. Go somewhere else if you want to play friends. Izuku, seeing a man in a sleeping bag, causing the others to look in the same direction. 3. This is the hero course, unzipping his zipper to drink juice. Everyone except the stranger. Is there something there? Well, it took 8 seconds before they stopped moving. Taking off his jacket, time is limited, you children aren't rational. Koichi, a teacher, so you're a pro hero. 3. That's right, I'm your homeroom teacher, Aizawa Shoda, it's a pleasure. Everyone except Aizawa, thinking classroom teacher. Aizawa, it's sudden, but put these on and let's go to the field. That way everyone would obey and put on their uniforms just as they would go to the field. Aizawa would then tell them that they would be taking a test to evaluate their quirks. Everyone, a quirk assessment test. Uraraka, what about the entrance ceremony, the orientation? Aizawa, if you're going to become heroes, you don't have time for that kind of pointless event. UA is a school that's unrestricted in its traditions, just like its teachers conduct their classes. You've been doing that since elementary school, haven't you? Physical tests where you're not allowed to use your quirks. The country uses data taken from students without considering their quirks. That's not rational. Well, the whole education mystery is a nuisance. Okuyasu, you came in first in the practical exam, right? In elementary school, what was your best softball throw? Okuyasu, I don't remember. Aizawa, I see, then we'd better see how far you can throw the ball with your quirk. Okuyasu walking to the launch area. Aizawa, you can do whatever you want as long as you stay in the circle. Quickly give it your all. Okuyasu, okay, making the hand appear, giving it the ball, let's go the hand. The hand throwing the balls. Aizawa, know your maximum first. Watching the ball in the air, after it landed, he was able to take the result. It's the most rational way to be a hero. Showing the result, which was 765 meters. Most of the students would be amazed. What is that? It looks fun. 2. We can use our quirk as much as we want, which is what you'd expect from the hero course. Koichi, thinking it seems the hero course won't be as complicated as I thought. Aizawa, seems fun, huh? You have 3 years to become heroes. Will you have that attitude the whole time? In a somber voice, well, whoever comes in last place in all the tests will be judged for not having potential and will be punished with expulsion. Everyone, huh? Koichi, a little scared, thinking expulsion, that's too much. Although I think it's a better punishment than the ones Yukako used when she kidnapped me. Remembering the punishments. Josuke, thinking somewhat nervously, what the hell is this guy thinking? Whatever the case, I shouldn't end up in last place. This is one of the few options we have if we don't find Kira, and besides, if I become a hero it will be easier for me to face him. Aizawa, we are free to choose our students based on their circumstances, lifting his hair slightly with his hand. Welcome to the UA hero course. Uraraka, they're going to expel one of them, but it's only the first day. No, even if it isn't, it's unfair. Aizawa, natural disasters, accidents, and selfish villains. Calamities can't be predicted and Japan is rife with injustice. Heroes turn things around. Sorry if you were trying to brag to your classmates. For the next 3 years, UA will throw challenge after challenge at you. Go beyond your limits plus ultra, overcome what you have. Okuyasu, thinking I'll do my best. I've always let my brother make the decisions, trusting him because he's smarter and because he made me feel safe. However, it's time I chose for myself. I won't mess it up like when Akira escaped because of me. Josuke, thinking this will be tough. I don't know what my teammates' abilities are, but one thing I'm sure of, I'll pass this test no matter what. Koichi, thinking the idea of being expelled is somewhat terrifying. No, this is not the time to think about that. Both Josuke and Okuyasu will give their all and I don't plan to fall behind. This would be similar to the original story where the characters are introduced. Our protagonist's results would be average, though they would excel in some events. Okuyasu would have a speed test of 3.76 seconds. In the strength test, Josuke and Okuyasu would lift 715 kg and 680 kg respectively. Okuyasu would again excel in the long jump, their lateral jumps would be average, and finally in the ball throw, Josuke threw the ball approximately 965 meters and Koichi approximately 420 meters. Izuku's turn would be practically the same. I added so much filler when I could have skipped it XD. After all the tests, the results were revealed with Okuyasu in 3rd place, Josuke in 8th, and Koichi in 14th. Ultimately, everything ended the same way, with Aizawa telling them he had lied about the expulsion. Well, this was today's chapter. As I mentioned before, I plan to make the next chapter much better. I'd also have to think more carefully about the power levels. If you have any suggestions, I will gladly take them into account and I will think about how I could include them, or rather if I could, depending on the quality I envision. Here begins the discarded goodbye discarded material 1. Okuyasu, what Jotaro told us was true. In the information they obtained about the entrance exam, they were told that students from the same schools would be separated. Koichi, I hope Yukako approves. Josuke, with his stand, he surely approves. Present mic, okay, GAT started. Okuyasu, he instantly started running towards the open door. Josuke, Okuyasu starts following him. Koichi, wait, following them. Present mic, what's going on? There's no countdown in real fights, death awaits. That way everyone would run away. Later, near the end, the 0 points would be released and everyone would start to flee. Josuke, it's 0 points, we'd better leave. Koichi, yes, let's go. Okuyasu, wait, look, pointing at a girl under the rubble. Josuke, we have to help her, let's go, running towards her. Koichi, seeing a boy with green hair in the sky, look up. Green-haired boy, charging a punch, SMASHHHHHHHHH. Hitting the 0-pointer, causing him considerable damage. I'll add here that Almight requested the 0-pointers be more resistant. And besides, if he didn't participate in the rescue, he wouldn't get into UA. After delivering the punch, he would begin to fall with broken legs and... Present mic, 1 minute left. The boy with green hair, we already know it's Izuku. I'm just putting it like this because he hasn't introduced himself to the others yet. He would start thinking about why his body was like this, and also about finding a way to save himself from the fall. Okuyasu, cutting through space with a hand, trapping Izuku, kid, are you okay? The boy with green hair, he would look at him for a moment and then faint. Okuyasu, landing on the floor, he's just unconscious. Josuke, alright, looking at the boy, thanks for weakening him. Now it's our turn, let's go. Koichi. Koichi, yes. Josuke, he would run, and upon reaching the girl he would summon Crazy Diamond, striking the rubble and rebuilding the building. Are you alright? Girl, I'm fine, thank you. Josuke, okay, Okuyasu, get her out of here. Okuyasu, good, using the hand to bring her towards him. Josuke, okay, let's go. Koichi. Koichi, let's go, running towards the robot. 0 points, attacking Koichi. Koichi, dodging the robot's attacks. Come on, echoes Act 3. Summoning Act 3, starting to hit the 0-point robot in the leg. Echoes Act 3 freeze shit. started making the legs of the 0 points heavier by appropriating them. Akiyasu attracting Koichi with his hand. Josuke using Crazy Diamond to destroy the top of the robot. Crazy Diamond hitting the falling part Dora Dora, giving it the final blow. Present Mike somewhat surprised. Time's up. Everyone present was surprised. A few seconds later an old woman arrived. Old woman, good job. Good job, taking some candies out of her pocket and giving them to a boy. Extra bowing, thank you. Yes, same here. Walking towards the boys who were holding the green-haired boy. From what I could see, looking at the broken arm, it was fine, as if nothing had happened, proceeding to look at his legs, seeing them in perfect condition. How is he okay? I saw how his arm and legs were broken. Josuke, I healed him. Do you have the ability to heal? Josuke, something like that. It's the ability to return things to a previous state, which is why I can heal them. I see you can leave now, we won't be responsible for him. Josuke leaving the boy on the ground. Alright, see you later. Leaving with Koichi and Okayasu. Thus they would withdraw, time would pass where they would be accepted. Sometime later. Interior UA. Discarded material 2. Josuke, well, that sounds interesting. Everyone surprised by what Josuke said. Aizawa, really, you think so? You think it'll be that easy? Josuke, I know it won't be easy, but I'll give it my all and show that my determination is unbreakable, or at least harder to break than a diamond. Some would be motivated by what Josuke said. Aizawa, alright, we'll see if what you say is true. You'll be the next to throw the ball. Josuke, I disagree, takes the ball, summoning Crazy Diamond and giving him the ball. Aizawa, start whenever you want. Thinking that's strange, it's the same as when I throw the ball. Okayasu, I'd better use my quirk to see if he's cheating. If he can't throw it, it's obviously his quirk, but if he manages to throw it, he'll be expelled. Josuke, let's go Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond about to throw the ball. Aizawa thinking now using his quirk. Suddenly everyone would be amazed. Izuku astonished. What is that? Aizawa, I've never seen anything like that in my life. Crazy Diamond throws the ball. Dora. Josuke turning to look at his companions. What's wrong? Aizawa, what is that thing? Josuke, what? Aizawa, that pink and blue humanoid thing. Josuke, Okayasu and Koichi would be surprised. Whwhat? Okayasu, can you see his stand? Everyone stand. Josuke, a little nervous because of what Okayasu said. Thats what we call our quirks. Koichi, that's right. Josuke, putting that aside, can you see Crazy Diamond? Aizawa deactivates his quirk, thus ceasing to see Crazy Diamond. Leada. Basic Hero Training. Location Classroom 1A. I'm. Everyone in the classroom surprised, arriving through the door like a normal person. Okayasu, wow, he's the #1 hero. Koichi, it's more impressive than I imagined. Josuke, so Almight is a master. Almight, I'll be teaching Basic Hero Training. This course will teach you different ways to learn the fundamentals of being a hero. Take as many credits as possible for this course. Let's get started. Here's what we'll be doing today, showing a card that says Battle Combat Training. And that's what these are for. Pointing to the wall where the students' hero costumes would start to emerge, costumes made based on their quirk records and requests they submitted before school started. Everyone amazed. Wow, Almight, after you've changed, head to the testing area. Location Testing Zone. They could all be seen wearing their suits. Okayasu, surprised. Wow, they managed to make our suits look just like our student uniforms in more. Josuke, they added my modifications, only they're a little different from what I asked for. Showing some small metal tubes, I asked for tubes with metal pellets. Remembering when he went hunting with Jotaro, thinking, I guess it's for the best, if I asked for bullets they probably wouldn't have given them to me. Okayasu, they gave them to me too, I'll just have to be careful not to put them in the wrong hand. Koichi, I received them too, it was a great idea to order them. Josuke, without a doubt. Almight, now it's time for the training match. Ida raising his hand, sensei, this is the entrance exam battle center, will we have urban battles again? Almight, making the peace sign, no, we'll go 2 steps forward. Most of the time fighting villains takes place outside, but if you look at the total numbers, heinous villains appear inside buildings, incarceration, arrest and homeso, many behind the scenes in this society full of heroes. The real villains cleverly hide in the shadows. For this class they will be divided into villains and heroes and will fight internal battles 2 against 2. Suyu, without basic training, Almight, this is a battle royale to learn the basics. However, the key this time is that there isn't just one robot you have to defeat. Yaoyorozu, how to win. Bakugo, can I send them flying? Koichi, will there be expulsion punishments like in Izue-sensei's class? Josuke, how will we divide ourselves? Aoyama, isn't my cape great? Almight, a little annoyed, I'll answer all your questions, now listen. opening a notebook. Koichi thinking a script. Almight, the situation is that the villains have a nuclear weapon hidden somewhere in their hideout. The heroes will try to disarm it. The heroes must capture the villains or obtain the nuclear weapon within the time limit. The villains must protect the nuclear weapon for the entire time or capture the heroes. Okuyasu, Koichi, and Josuke, thinking the situation is just like in the comics. Almight, the teams and opponents will be determined by chance, showing a box. Ida, will they be decided like this? Josuke, it's obvious, in a real fight you won't always have the allies you already know. Besides, you'll have to face enemies you may or may not know. Remembering the fight against Kira, where they could have defeated him if they had all been there at that moment when he said his name in front of Hayate. Ida, I see, it's thinking ahead to the future. Bowing, please excuse my rudeness. Almight, alright, let's make this quick. But first, given that there are 23 of us students and the fights are 2 against 2, we'd be missing someone, right? Izuku, thinking so, we're missing someone. That's right, there are 23 of us. Coming out of his thoughts, don't tell me you. Almight, not at all, it would be too unfair for me to enter at first. That's why I've asked a promising young talent to support me with this part. Everyone, thinking who it could be, playing a chord. Tsuyu can't be astonished. Kirishima, he's the hero who has stood out in less than a month. Gyro, he is the musical hero. Kaminari, with admiration, the electric hero. Koichi, Okuyasu, Josuke, Akira, Atoishi. Akira, that's right, it seems my fans looking at those present becoming paralyzed for a moment of all the people I could have run into. Why did it have to be you? Almight, apparently they already know each other. Akira, unfortunately, yes. Remembering their fight. Everyone except our protagonists, thinking what had to happen between them for their spirits to plummet to zero. Akira coughing slightly, regaining his composure and returning to his guitar. Well, as you may already know, my name is Akira Atoishi. I'm 19 years old and I'm currently fulfilling my dream of becoming a famous guitarist. However, I also have a role as a hero because of how powerful my stand can be. You must already know what it is, right? Come on, see my powerful. Akira Kaminari, Gyro Tsuyu, Kirishima Wayashido, Red Hot Chili Pepper. Chili Pepper manifesting himself by striking his pose. Gyro amazed, wow, it's much more impressive in person. Josuke, Okuyasu, and Koichi, what, can you see it? Ashido, yes, don't you find it impressive? Kaminari, wow, all 3 of you are really surprised. Koichi, what's it like? Akira, I hope you give it your all in this practice. Walking towards Josuke, Okuyasu, and Koichi, whispering to them they can only see my stand when it has a good electrical charge. Josuke, I see. Akira, alright guys, I think it's time to begin. This is how the teams would be decided, which would be A. Izuku and Uraraka, B. Shoji and Todoroki, C. Mainta and Yaoyorozu, D. Bakugo and Ida, E. Aoyama and Josuke, F. Koda and Sato, G. Gyro and Koichi, H. Ashido and Takurami, I. Ajiro and Toru, J. Kirishima and Seiro, K. Okuyasu and Tsuyunari, L. Akira and Kaminari. This is how the first fight would go, which would be Team of V's F, ending like in the anime. I'll just put the fights of our protagonists XD. What? Josuke shocked by the fight, thinking I knew those 2 were strong. They're definitely on another level. Almight, young Josuke, is it true that you can heal others with your quirk? Josuke, you could say so. Almight, alright, come with me. Thinking this kid has the ability I need to heal me, but before I ask him, I need to see how trustworthy he is. Josuke, nodding. Yaoyorozu, it's pretty good to have someone with Josuke's power. Koichi, yes, you have no idea how much he's helped me, remembering when Kira pierced him. Sometime after healing the wounded and explaining why Ida was the MVP. Almight, alright, the next match will be pulling a ball out of the 2 boxes, Team B Heroes versus Team K Villains. Indoor testing area. Tsuyu, okay, let's give it our all. Okuyasu. Okuyasu, that's how it will be. Almight, alright, begins. Test zone entrance. Shoji, using his quirk to find Okuyasu and Tsuyu's location, there, both in the north room on the 4th floor, they're waiting for us. Todoroki, wait outside, it's dangerous. I'm sure our opponents plan to defend the bomb, but that doesn't matter. Starts freezing the area. Shoji leaving the place, watching as the building freezes over. Tsuyu with frozen feet, my feet, I can't move them, this hurts so much. This is Todoroki's doing. Okuyasu, damn it. Hearing someone coming up the stairs, he gets into a fighting stance. Todoroki, you can move if you want, but the skin on your feet will peel off and you won't be able to fight at your full being hit by a blow. Okuyasu, bastard, this hurts like hell, using the hand to break the ice. I haven't been able to remove it all. Some parts are still stuck. Todoroki, damn it. Attacking him with a wall of ice. Okayasu erasing the ice wall. Todoroki slightly annoyed. Okayasu attracting Todoroki with his hand. Todoroki, in shock at suddenly seeing Okayasu so close, being hit by another blow, damn it, throwing more ice at him. Okayasu destroying the ice he could with blows, erasing the remains that hindered him. Todoroki, thinking his attacks are so fast they can destroy all the ice I throw at him. Okayasu appearing in front of Todoroki, throwing a punch. Todoroki shocked, reflexively throwing flames. Okayasu using the hand he would erase space and dodge the attack, thinking that was close. Todoroki, realizing what he did, looking at his hand, thinking, why did I use my father's quirk? I told myself I wouldn't use it, and yet I did it instinctively. His name is Okayasu, right? He's really strong, so. Okayasu hitting him with his hand, don't get distracted, followed by several consecutive blows, thinking. Todoroki being thrown by a final blow, sending him crashing into the wall and shattering it. Okayasu attracting an unconscious Todoroki, thinking it's a good thing he got overconfident. If I'd gone all out, I probably wouldn't have been able to clear all the ice he threw at me. Besides, if I used the hand ability, I'd automatically be imprisoned. What a relief Jotaro helped me with this combo. Tsuyu impressed. Okayasu looking at Tsuyu, let me help you out, breaking the ice from Tsuyu's feet there. Tsuyu thank you. Observation room. Yaoyorozu, yes, Okayasu is someone to be feared. He defeated him very quickly and destroyed that ice wall in one fell swoop. Josuke, he couldn't destroy all the ice. Ashido, what do you mean? Koichi, somewhat serious as Josuke said, he didn't destroy all the ice, he just eliminated most of it. Okayasu's ability is erasure, it's undoubtedly terrifying and it would be quite dangerous in the wrong hands since everything he erases is eliminated from existence. He can also erase space, giving the impression that he or his opponent is teleporting. Everyone shocked and scared. Almight nervous and shocked by what he heard, that is terrifying, thinking we'd better guide him down the hero's path, because if he's as powerful as Koichi says, he'd be quite a nuisance. Akira, remembering how he was able to escape thanks to Okayasu, thinking his stand is certainly dangerous, but he can't unleash its full potential. Test zone. Shoji, what the hell, looking at the pile of rubble, where's Todoroki? Okayasu, leaving the building, you'd better give up, otherwise you'll end up like your friend. Shoji, no way, I'm being pulled by the hand, shocked. Okayasu hitting him with his hand, followed by a flurry of blows and finally sending him flying. Shoji on guard, blocking the attack, thinking what the hell, it's like he took a bunch of hits but he didn't even move. In the test, he was able to throw the ball without touching him. Could it be? Okayasu breaking Shoji's guard, it's your turn, Asui. Tsuyu falling on Shoji with a kick, leaving him badly injured on the ground. Shoji struggling to get up, thinking I didn't notice Tsuyu, I had to concentrate on blocking Okayasu's attack. Okayasu, I'm sorry but it's time to end this. He throws a punch with his hand, knocking him out. Almight, the villain's team are the winners. Okayasu, good job, Asui, giving her a sign of approval. Tsuyu, you did most of the work, by the way, call me Tsuchin Nijimurasen. Okayasu, okay Tsuchin, and just call me Okayasu. Similarly, Josuke went to heal the wounded. 2 more fights would pass like this, intermediate. Observation room. Almight, alright, the next match will be taking a ball out of the 2 boxes, Team G Heroes vs. Team C Villains. Indoor testing area. Yaoyorozu could be seen making a barricade to prevent the heroes team from entering. Outdoor testing area. What? Koichi, nervous, this situation makes me a little nervous, doesn't it make you? Jiro, slightly blushing, yes, thinking why out of all the people did I have to get this guy, and why do I feel like this when I'm near him? Remembering the UA physical exam. Koichi, to be honest, I'm a little scared, I've never fought a teammate before. The only thing that's keeping me calm is that this is just practice, and if things get out of hand, Josuke's here to heal us. So let's give it our all. Puts on a determined face. Jiro a little more excited, yes, let's go Koichi-kun. All might begin. So they both ran inside the building, already on the 2nd floor. Jiro uses her quirk on a wall. Koichi, the floor up here doesn't look strong enough to use 3 freeze. Let's go Act 2, summoning Act 2 and starting to write Baiyan on the floor and walls, okay. Now I won't have any problems if the floor breaks. Jiro stopping using her quirk, okay, both of them are at the top. Only one of them is constantly moving. Koichi, okay, let's go, starts running alongside Jiro. Koichi on the different floors except the last and first. Using Act 2 by writing SSSHHHHHH everywhere. This will be my way of expressing the sound of a sheet of paper XD. Already on the top floors. Jiro, the door is locked. This barricade is made of metal, our quirks will be useless. Koichi, leave it to me. Gyro, I don't think you can, I know you got into UA. According to the message, you earned rescue points plus your. Koichi, taking out one of the metal balls, let's go Act 2. Act 2, touching the ball, followed by writing DORARARA on it. He would throw it at the door. Thus the attack scream of Crazy Diamond would begin to be heard, followed by the door breaking. I read this on the JoJo wiki. Gyro, impressed ratings. Koichi, okay, let's go, you go left and I'll go right. Yaoyorozu, shocked, thinking what the hell. Koichi and Gyro running towards the bomb. Mainta throwing the balls from his head. Gyro stepping on one of the balls, I can't get my leg off the ball, struggling. Yaoyorozu taking a shield she had created after building the barricade, striking Koichi, making him stumble back, don't think I'll let you pass. Koichi, I know now that everything is ready, I won't hold back, let's go Echoes, summoning Act 3. Act 3, okay master, let's kill Deho, hitting Yaoyorozu's shield, making her back. Yaoyorozu, is that all you have? Act 3, Bayechusing L3 freeze. Yaoyorozu falling under the weight of the shield, thinking how come the shield weighs so much? I can't get free. Suddenly, the floor Yaoyorozu was standing on broke. Koichi, Act 3 détente. Act 3, okay master. Stopping using 3 freeze. Yaoyorozu falling, thinking damn it, this guy sent me straight to my death, come on, think, what can I do? Everyone in the observation room would be shocked by what Koichi did. Uraraka, scared, Almight, stop this, go save her or she'll die. Josuke, you don't need to worry, she won't die. Izuku, do you really think he's not going to die? Hesitating. Josuke, just observe. Back in the testing area. Yaoyorozu would fall to the second floor. However, surprisingly to most of those present, the floor would begin to sink, followed by a bouncing sound that would make her bounce. Yaoyorozu bouncing this, the floor, why is it so soft? Finishing bouncing, could it be that boy? Thinking about Koichi, did he already have everything planned? With Koichi, Gyro and Mainta. Gyro being caught by Mainta's balls, symbol 361 degrees, symbol 35C, turn glottal stop, symbol 361 degrees. Not those balls XD, these things are sticky. Mainta jumping towards Gyro, it's my lucky day. Gyro poking Mainta's eyes with her quirk, your luck just ran out. Mainta laughing at me. Koichi, okay, touching the pumps. Almight, the team of heroes wins. Koichi, we did it, Jirasen. Gyro, yes, hey, could you help me take this off? Koichi, of course, summoning Act 2. The other battles would continue in this way until the last one. Observation room. What? Almight, alright young ones, we've reached the final battle. This will be between Team E as the heroes and Team L as the villains. Josuke, we've had 2 fights and in both you turn out to be the bad guy. Akira, only this time I will win, you won't have the help of Koichi or Okuyasu. Almight, somewhat nervous, I don't know what problems you have, but remember it's just training. Test room entrance. Aoyama, hey Josuke, now that I see your hair it's kind of weird. Josuke, starting to get angry. Aoyama, however, it looks great, giving a sign of approval. Josuke calming down seriously. Aoyama, yes, that style looks great on you. Josuke, thanks, you look great too, I like your cape. Aoyama, it's clear you have good taste. Test room top floor. Kaminari, I can't believe I got paired with a hero and one with the same power as me. It's awesome. When we're all done, could I have your autograph? Akira, of course, before we begin I'll tell you something about Josuke. Kaminari, what's wrong with him? Akira, don't say anything bad about her hair, in fact, don't even mention it. Kaminari, okay. Akira, one last thing, how well can you use your quirk? Back at the entrance. Almight, begin. Josuke and Aoyama would jog until they reached the summit. Akira playing his guitar, you've arrived just in time. Summoning his stand, striking a pose next to it. Josuke summoning his stand, striking a pose next to it. Aoyama and Kaminari, thinking suddenly the atmosphere became tense ever since they posed. Akira launching his stand to attack Crazy Diamond. Josuke launching his stand to attack Chili Pepper, their fists colliding, followed by both of them exchanging blows very rapidly. Akira, not bad, come on kids, you know what to do. Kaminari, yes, let's go, starts using his quirk. Josuke thinking damn, this fight favors him. That kid has an electricity ability. He's sent flying by a direct hit from Chili Pepper to Crazy Diamond. Akira, wow, it feels good to have a good source of energy. Maybe it's not as big as that time, but thanks to my trainers I was able to improve physically and in the use of my stand. Aoyama, thinking damn it, I thought Josuke could defeat them without my help. His friends won the last time, firing a laser from his stomach. Akira, blocking him with his stand. You certainly have good skill. Aoyama, clutching his stomach. Akira, but it seems you can't use it properly. As a pro hero, I'll tell you this, if you could maintain it for longer, you'd be extremely powerful. You need to practice to increase your stamina. Josuke, that can be fixed. Crazy Diamond. He would use Crazy Diamond's ability to relieve Aoyama's pain. Aoyama, feeling relieved, so this is your ability, Josuke. Akira, good kid, you're feeling better now. Now show me what you've got, you two. Kaminari. Kaminari, yes sir, increasing the power of his quirk. Josuke, okay, let's go. Aoyama. Aoyama, launching his lightning bolt again, only this time it wouldn't stop. Josuke maintaining his stand. Chili Pepper hitting the lightning bolt at great speed. 2 minutes later. Josuke, can you increase the power of your laser? Aoyama, yes, but I don't think I can resist it. Josuke, you could do it. If we keep going like this, we'll run out of time. Aoyama, okay. Increasing power, he is sent flying by the recoil of his ability, falling in pain. Josuke, sorry Aoyama for forcing you to use it. Akira, I see your friend is out of commission. Turning around, you did well, noticing Kaminari acting strangely. Buddy, are you alright? Kaminari, short-circuiting from overuse of his quirk, raising both thumbs. Akira, of course you're not okay. Josuke, then it'll be a one-on-one, let's finish this once and for all. Akira, well, don't think I need this kid to beat you. Kaminari, looking at Josuke's hair, pointing at Josuke's hair. How funny, you have a nest in your head, it looks awesome. Akira, nervous, damn it kid, I told you not to say anything about her damn hair. Josuke angrily starts walking towards them. Observation room. Koichi, nervous, it can't be those movements. Okayasu, nervous, remembering the beating Josuke gave Rohan. Ida, noticing that Koichi and Okayasu were very nervous. Hey, why are you so nervous? Koichi, judging by Josuke's movements and his expression, it seems like they were talking badly about his hair. Everyone, what's her hair back in the fight? Josuke starting to throw punches with Crazy Diamond. Akira defending himself with Chili Pepper, thinking damn it, this idiot had to open his mouth. Seeing an opening, launching an attack on Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond, blocking the blow with his hand, throwing a punch that sends Chili Pepper and Akira flying, making them collide with Kaminari. Josuke approaching, cracking his knuckles. Do you seriously think I'll let you talk badly about my hair without getting punished? Almight, well, time's up. The villains win. Akira, scared this is over. Almight being hit by a blow from Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond, launching a barrage of punches at Akira and Kaminari. Changing angle, giving them both a final blow. Sending them flying, causing the wall to break, which would be rebuilt by Crazy Diamond, leaving them trapped. Aoyama, scared by what Josuke did to them. Everyone would be shocked and most would be scared. Observation room. What? Izuku, seriously, he beat them both up just for talking badly about his hair. Ida, this will definitely be a problem. Uraraka, is he always this aggressive when someone talks badly about his hair? Koichi, ever since we've known him, he's always been like this when people talk badly about his hair. Almight, do you know why? Koichi, yes, he told me once. Thus he would begin to tell the story of the hero who saved Josuke. Izuku, I see, thinking so I guess you could say he's just like me. He admires someone he considers a hero, starting to smile. Kirishima, excited, so that's why Josuke. Almight, wow, that was a good story. 10 minutes later. Exit from the test area. Almight, good work everyone. Thanks to young Higashikata, there were no injuries, only 2 unconscious individuals, Kaminari and Akira. Unfortunately, young Higashikata will be reprimanded because he continued fighting even after I said time was up. He will receive a small penalty as he helped us heal his classmates and rebuild the buildings. You all took this seriously. You did a great job in your first training session, although it seems some of you already have combat experience. Tsuyu, raising her hand, having a proper class after Izue-sensei's class is kind of anticlimactic. Everyone noddings. Almight, we're free to have proper classes, so I'll take care of young Higashikata so his punishment can be applied after class. Change and return to the classroom. Starts running. Okayasu, Almight is amazing. Koichi, yes. That's how the school day would end for everyone except Josuke. Course representative. Tomorrow. UA Academy, Classroom 1A. What? Aizawa, good job in yesterday's training match. I saw the video and the results. Bakugo, you're talented, so don't act like a child. Bakugo, Losi. Aizawa, Midoriya, you broke your arm again in training, huh? You're lucky we have a student whose quirk can heal, but you still need to do something about it. You shouldn't have to rely on Josuke to heal you every time you break something. That goes for everyone. I don't like repeating myself. Until you can get a handle on it, there's a lot you need to do. Feel the sense of urgency, Midoriya. Izuku, yes. Aizawa, and lastly Josuke, you need to control your anger. It's an element that can work for or against you in crucial moments. I was certainly surprised that you were able to defeat a pro hero. Then I remembered that Akira Atoishi was a rookie. But still, do you think you can handle it? Josuke, see Aizawa-sensei. Aizawa, good, and remember that your punishment will last at least a month. Okay, let's begin. I'm sorry to say it late, but today you. Everyone thinking another special test. Aizawa, they will decide the class president. Everyone thinking it's a normal school activity. Kirishima standing up excitedly, I want to be class president, elect me. Kaminari and Gyro, me too, raising their hands. Koichi, it seems everyone wants to be the class president. Josuke, it's a big job, the bad thing is that not just anyone can do it. Okuyasu, hey Koichi, why don't you apply? Koichi, me, nervous, I don't think I can do it. Josuke, I think you would be the one. Koichi, give me one reason why you believe it. Josuke, you always inspire confidence in people. Koichi, really. Okuyasu, see. Koichi, well, if you put it that way, I think I'll apply. Ida, raising his hand, silence please. This is a job with the serious responsibility of leading others. It's not a job everyone wants to do. It's a calling that requires the trust of everyone around you. If we want to use democracy to choose a true leader, then we must have an election to choose him. Everyone, your hand is at the top. Kaminari, why do you suggest that? Tsuyu, we don't know each other that well yet. How can we trust each other or something? Kirishima, if that's the case and everyone votes for themselves. Ida, don't you think that's precisely why someone who receives multiple votes can be considered the right person? What do you think, sensei? Aizawa, I don't care as long as you decide before class ends. Lying down on the floors. Ida, thank you very much. The voting would proceed as follows, with Koichi receiving the most votes, 5 votes. Yaoyorozu would come in second place. Koichi, impressed, seriously, you really trust me that much? Josuke, see, I told you so. Ida, I give up. Well, at least I got 1 vote. I knew this would happen. It's what I expected from someone's call. Yaoyorozu, you voted for someone else, Sato, but you wanted to do it too. What did you try to do, Ida? Aizawa, so the class president is Heroes and the vice president will be Yaoyorozu. Koichi, thank you for your trust. I hope I don't disappoint you. Tsuyu, it was certainly the best option. Kirishima, after all, it seems she has good control in situations, remembering how Yaoyorozu bounced off the ground affected by Act 2, and Yaoyorozu was great when we were talking about the battle results. Later, UA cafeteria. Our protagonist could be seen having lunch, along with Ida, Izuku, and Uraraka. Koichi, eating a portion of rice, it's better than I expected. Okuyasu, yes, I really love it. Speaking of food, Josuke, how about we go to Tonio's restaurant this Sunday? Josuke, Tonio, do you have a restaurant here? Koichi, yes, I've never tasted such delicious food in my life. Just tasting the water was enough to make me want to come back. Josuke, when did you go? And more importantly, why didn't you tell me? Koichi, you were in detention and Rohan invited us. Uraraka, excuse me, is it true that your food is miraculous? Okuyasu, that's right, except you can't order anything. He looks at his customer and depending on their condition prepares a dish. Izuku, wow, that sounds amazing. Koichi, if you want to join us this Sunday, you're invited. Izuku, why Uraraka, de Veras? Okuyasu, of course. Ida, thinking, is Koichi really the right person to be class president? Maybe those who voted for him see something in him that I don't. Suddenly, an alarm would sound. Izuku, an alarm. Alarm, level 3 security breach, all students evacuate immediately. Ida, what is it, security level 3? Extra, that means someone's entered the school grounds. I haven't seen anything like this in the 3 years I've been here. You should hurry too, starts running. Most students would rush to leave, ending up pushing each other because they couldn't get out quickly. Uraraka, in pain, why is this happening all of a sudden? Ida, as expected from the best of the best, everyone reacts quickly in a crisis. Koichi, they're so fast it's causing panic. He's pushed away from his group, thinking if this keeps up the students will end up hurting each other. We're all in a crisis, but it's time to restore order. Snapping out of his thoughts, come on, echoes. Summoning Act 1, who begins writing sound effects over the students with the word, calm down. Extra 1, thinking, calm down, it's true we're studying to be future heroes. If we don't stay calm, we'll be harmed. Extra 2, calming down, Thai's voice somehow calms me down, whose could it be? Ida, floating, thanks to Uraraka's quirk, thinking this voice, it's Koichi. Seeing everyone calm down, I can't understand what kind of ability he has, but he's calmed all the students down. Well, it's my turn to tell him that the media is responsible for the alarm. This would happen as in the original story, where Iida would tell them that the media was responsible, which would further relieve those present. And finally, the police would arrive. Class 1A. Koichi, okay guys, now we'll decide on the other officers in the class, but first I think we should say something about Iida. Iida, surprised. Koichi, today we saw how Iida managed to understand why the alarm went off and he ended up calming the students down. Ever since I heard him speak before the voting, he gave me an air of confidence. I feel he should be the class president. Everyone surprised. Koichi, what are you saying, Iida? Iida, you flatter me greatly, but compared to you, I don't consider myself worthy of being president. You calmed them down long before I could even tell them about the media. Josuke was right. You have something that inspires confidence and tranquility in others. Therefore, I don't consider myself worthy of being class president. Izuku, what are you talking about, Iida? Thanks to you, we were able to feel more at ease. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have known who set off the alarm. Uraraka, I agree with Deku-kun. Koichi may have calmed most of them down, but you put an end to their worry. Kirishima and Kaminari, yes. Iida, a little moved guys. Koichi, I know, what do you think if we both share the position of president? It would be much better for the class. Iida, I don't know if it's possible to have two class presidents. What do you think, sensei? Aizawa, sitting in his sleeping bag, I don't care what you do, just do it quickly. Lying down on the floor. Iida, if that's really what they think of me and the president asks me to do it, then I have no choice. From today onward, I, Iida Tenya, promise to do my best with my duties as the second-class president. Yaoyorozu, thinking it seems they forgot I'm here. That's how classes would end. Night, Kishibe residence, our protagonist could be seen finishing dinner. Rohan, so now you're the class president. Koichi, yes, I didn't think so many people would trust me, especially considering how little time we've known each other. Jotaro, it's somewhat logical, you always inspire confidence in people. Koichi, thinking that's the same thing Josuke told me. Jotaro, I'm not just saying that, you've earned my trust and that's why I think you're someone I can rely on. Remembering the fight against Kira. Koichi motivated, thank you. Josuke somewhat agitated. Okayasu, Josuke, are you okay? Josuke, no, I couldn't find a taxi and had to walk back from the station. By the way, where's Hayato? Jotaro, he's in his room doing his homework. Josuke, I see, preparing his dinner. Koichi, how did your punishment go? Josuke, not too bad, they just put me to help the support department. Okayasu, and how did you help them? Josuke, while testing some inventions and repairing the damage, there were 10 explosions and 8 of them were caused by a girl. Although there was something curious about that girl, telling them what happened. Intermediate. Flashback. Support department. Power loader Hatsum, that's the 8th time you've blown this place up. I'd be even more annoyed if this kid wasn't here. Pointing at Josuke. May, yes, it's a blessing to have it. This boy has a power that will undoubtedly help us create more babies. Josuke, turning to see where that voice is coming from, thinking whose voice is that if it's just power loader, this girl and me. May, covering her mouth, whispering I hope he comes more often. Power load, I apologize, she's started acting this way lately. I know it might seem strange. Josuke, don't worry. Power load, okay guys, I'm off. Hatsum, please lock up on your way out so we don't have a repeat of last time. May, see sensei. Power loader, leaving the room. Well, the teacher has left. May, covering her mouth, whispering yes, but there's still this boy Josuke, what if he sees you? He doesn't know what your quirk is, so he'll think I have your quirk if that happens. Although I doubt it, knowing that no one except you can hear me. May, you're right, appearings. Josuke, not understanding what May said, thinking whose stand is this? Is it the girls? Oh well, I guess I'll have to fight. Summoning Crazy Diamond. May, impressed, wow, you have a spirit too. Josuke, I see, so you're the user, starts charging a punch. Wait, raising hands. Crazy Diamond stopping. May, what's happening? Get lucky, this guy has the wrong idea about us, he's trying to attack us. Josuke, so you figured it out, I'll ask you this, where is Kira? May, Kira, get lucky, do you know any Kira? Get lucky, no, if you don't know him, neither do I, May. May, maybe it was someone you knew in your past life. Get lucky, past life. Josuke, watching May and Get Lucky talking, thinking she really thinks he's a ghost or spirit, coming out of his thoughts, hey May, how long ago did he start manifesting? May, Get Lucky started manifesting about 2 weeks ago. I don't remember exactly what happened, I only remember an arrow. Josuke, I see. Dismissing his stance, thinking so Kira's father has been up to his old tricks for a while now. Get Lucky, I wanted to talk to your friend, but he's disappeared. Josuke, I doubt they talked about anything. Crazy Diamond doesn't talk much. Usually all he says is Dora and Dorarara, followed by hitting someone with a shovel. May, so your spirit is aggressive, you should talk to it. Maybe if you show it some facts it will calm down and start to remember. Josuke, they're not ghosts. May, if they're not ghosts, then what are they? Josuke, they are stands, they would practically be the representation of the user's soul. May, impressed really? Get Lucky really? Josuke, yes. Man get lucky, amazing. Josuke, it's getting late, I think we should go. May, it's true I couldn't make as much progress as I wanted. Just let me do something. Get lucky. Get lucky using his ability done. The analysis is complete. May, okay, well, it's time to go. Josuke, alright, before we go, I'll tell you one more thing. Only stand users can see and attack other stands, although there are some exceptions, so be careful. Get lucky. Why? Josuke, since I see that they are not enemies, I will tell them since they are involved in this. That's how I would tell them about Kira and how she came into this world. May, what a good joke coming from another world. What a funny idea. Get lucky, May, he's not laughing. May, so everything you said is serious. I can believe what you told me about stands. But the part about coming from another world is hard to believe. Get lucky, analyze it. Get lucky. Well, analyzing him, his name is Josuke Higashikata, son of Joseph Joestar and Tomoko Higashikata, uncle of Jotaro Kyujo. Born in the city of Morio, Japan in 1983. He arrived here after Jotaro Kyujo stopped time at the same time that Kira Yoshikage used Bites the Dust. May, so I wasn't joking. Sorry for doubting you. Josuke, don't worry, but we should go now. May, yes, could you answer a few questions for me along the way? Josuke, of course. Findel flashback. Rohan, so he's already acting. Jotaro, do you know anything else about that girl? Josuke, except his quirk allows his eyes to focus on a target up to 5 km away. Josuke, we have to be prepared in case another user appears. We were lucky it wasn't an enemy. Koichi, yes, I wonder if there are other users at the school. Okayasu, probably yes, that's how the day would end. USJ Part 1. 0:50 p.m. UA Class 1A. Aizawa, today for basic hero training there will be a class with 3 instructors, Almight, myself and one other person. Kaminari, raising his hand, could that other person be Akira Atoishi? Aizawa, no, it's not him, it'll be someone else. Everyone thinking, is this a special case? Zero, raising his hand, excuse me, what should we do? Aizawa, showing a card with the word rescue written on it, disasters, catastrophes and all that, it's rescue training. Everyone excited. Josuke, so it'll be a rescue. Okayasu, I hope we learned something in case someone gets kidnapped again. Koichi, remembering the hell he went through with Yukako, me too. Aizawa, hey, I'm not finished yet. You can decide whether to wear your suits this time or not, pressing a button that reveals the briefcases with the suits because your suits probably limit your abilities. The training will be off campus, so we'll be going by bus. That's all, get ready. Leaving the rooms. So everyone would be prepared. Later on the bus, I skipped a small part XD where Iida wants them to line up XD. Iida, shit, I didn't think he was like this. Mina, that didn't make sense, did it? Tsuyu, I say whatever comes to mind. Josuke, Okayasu and Koichi had a question when I saw their outfits. Koichi, which one is it? Tsuyu, why did they choose a school uniform? Sure, Okayasu and Josuke's are modified, but why a school uniform? Mina, now that you mention it, you're right. Iida, that's right. Koichi, Bunoe. Josuke, it's out of affection for the place we came from. We had to move to attend UA, and it's because of that affection that we wear these uniforms. Thinking I hope we can return someday. Uraraka, I see, that's very nice. Kirishima, that explains it. And so they would continue talking. Tsuyu, one last question, turning to look at Josuke, Okayasu and Koichi. Josuke, yes, Tsuyu, how do their quirks work? Each one has something different. Josuke can heal, Okayasu can erase, and Koichi's is related to sound. From what I can see, they're only similar in how they attack. No one can see them. It could be that they just think about which part of their body they're going to attack and their opponent would be damaged in that spot, or at least that's what I thought until I saw Akira and Josuke's fight. Apparently he could see the attacks. That's what it seemed to me. I don't think he was attacking thin air just to impress us. Yeah, Yorazu, that's true. Besides, out of nowhere Josuke got hurt when Chili Pepper didn't even touch him. Everyone turning to look at the groups. Iida, it could be that. Aizawa, we're here now, let them talk. Everyone, yes. Josuke thinking, thanks Aizawa-sensei, we owe you one. That's how they would arrive at the place, where everyone would get off the bus. Unknown, everyone, I've been waiting for you. Everyone impressed. Izuku, he's Space Hero 13, the chivalrous hero who has rescued tons of people from disasters. Uraraka, oh, I love 13. 13, let's go inside right now. Everyone, it's a pleasure working with you. That way everyone would fit. Josuke, impressed, this place is huge. Koichi, impressed, I couldn't have imagined something like this even in my wildest dreams. 13, a ship, a landslide, a fire, a storm, a mudslide. It's a training ground made up of different kinds of accidents and disasters. It's called USJ. Everyone thinking it really is USJ. Aizawa approaching 13, where is Almight? He was supposed to be here with us. 13, about that, it seems Almight did a lot of hero work on his way to work and ran out of time, so he's rested. Aizawa, well, we'll take precautions. There's nothing we can do, shall we begin? 13, let's see before we begin, let me say one this or two or three or four, five, six, seven. Everyone thinking this is increasing. 13, everyone, I'm sure you know my quirk black hole. I can absorb everything and turn it to dust. Okuyasu, wow. Izuku, you've been able to use your quirk to save people from all sorts of disasters, right? 13, yes, it is a power that can easily kill. Okuyasu, thinking just like my Zahando. 13, some of you guys have quirks like that, right? In superhuman society, quirks have been certified and strictly regulated, so they don't seem like a problem at first glance. However, they can't forget that there are many quirks that can easily kill with one wrong move. With Aizawasan's physical test, they discovered the potential of their own hidden powers, and with All Might's one-on training, they experienced the danger of using those powers against others. This class is a start. They must learn to use their quirks to save people's lives. They shouldn't have powers to hurt others. I hope they understand that they have powers to help others. That's all. Thank you for listening. Bows. Everyone starts applauding bravo bravo. Aizawa okay then first. Suddenly, the energy in the place would begin to fade, followed by a portal forming in one spot from which villains would begin to emerge. Aizawa agitated gather together and don't move 13 protect the students. Koichi scared what's happening. Kirishima, is it like in the entrance exam where the lesson had already started? Aizawa don't move putting on his visor you're all villains. Everyone surprised by what was said before. Unknown 113 and Eraserhead the information from teachers we received the other day says that All Might would be here. Aizawa, the transfer the other day was the work of these scumbags after all, wasn't it? Unknown 2, where is he? And we came with this crowd. All Might the symbol of peace. Kirishima, what villains? No way, there's no way they could have gotten into the Hero Academy. Yaoyorozu-sensei, what about the anti-intrusion sensors? 13, we have them of course, but Todoroki, did they just appear here or all over the school? Either way, the sensors aren't responding, which means someone has a quirk that allows them to do that. A secluded area separate from the main campus during the time a class is supposed to be in session. They might be idiots, but they're not stupid. This surprise attack was carefully planned by someone with some kind of objective in mind. Aizawa, 13, start the evacuation. Try calling the school. These villains even did something to the sensors. It's possible someone has radio wave-type powers interfering. Kaminari, try contacting the school with your quirk. Kaminari, see. Izuku, what about you, sensei? Will you fight the villains alone? With so many of them, even if I erase their quirks, Eraserhead's fighting style is to capture the enemy after erasing their quirk. A head-on battle would be. Aizawa, you can't be a hero with just one trick. I'm counting on you, 13, leaps into battle. That's how I would start fighting the villains like in the anime XD. What I do to avoid transcribing the chapter. Unknown 2, he's also strong in close combat. And since he's hiding his eyes with his visor, you can't tell which quirk he's erasing. When he fights a group, he makes it difficult for them to work together. Watching Aizawa fight, I hate pro heroes. The masses don't stand a chance against them. All students start running towards the exit. Josuke thinking, why would the villains want to come here? It doesn't seem logical to me. Suddenly, a portal would open in the ground in front of the students. Unknown 1, I won't let you in, it's a pleasure. We are the League of Villains. It might be presumptuous of us, but we invited ourselves to the home of heroes, UA High School, to give All Might, the symbol of peace, his last breath. I think All Might should be here. Was there some kind of change? Well, whether he's here or not, this is the part I'll play. 13, preparing to use her quirk. Kirishima and Bakugo, jumping to attack the stranger. Unknown 1, oh dear, that was dangerous. It's true, even though they're students, they're excellent golden eggs. 13, both of you move. Unknown 1, my job is to scatter them and torture them until they die. Starts using his quirk to envelop them in a dark purple mist. Josuke, damn it, I feel trapped by the fog. Finally, everyone inside the fog would be sent to other parts of the place. Koichi and Okuyasu, noticing that some of their classmates were no longer there. Ida, Shoji, is everyone alright? Can you check? Shoji, everyone is fine, they're still in this building. Koichi, really? What a relief. Ida, damn, physical attacks don't hit him and he can carry things. Koichi, his quirk will definitely be a problem. 13, second representative of the class. Ida, yes, 13, I entrusted this task to you. Run to the school and tell them what is happening here. Koichi, thinking I see Ida will go for help, however the school is quite far away. Coming out of his thoughts, Okuyasu. Okuyasu, see, Koichi, you go for help too. We'll need one of you, whoever is fastest, to get there and warn them. Okuyasu agreed. Shoji, we're counting on you. Unknown 1, even if they have no other choice, are they really so stupid as to make their plans right in front of the enemy? Using their quirk. 13, we did it because it's useless, you know that, using her quirk. Unknown one black hole absorbs everything and turns it to dust. I see it's an amazing quirk. However, 13, you're a hero who works to rescue people from disasters. Creating a portal in front of him and another behind 13 as I expected, your battle experience is less than half that of a normal hero. 13, a transport portal. Being affected by his own quirk. Okayasu thinking if he keeps going like this, it'll end very badly, snapping out of his thoughts and running Za hand. Using the hand, erasing the portal behind 13. Unknown one, what, how is this possible? 13, thinking if he had been teleported, he would have ended up very injured. Koichi, come on Ida, this is your chance. Ida starts running. Unknown one, watching Ida run towards the door. If other teachers are called, it will be tough for us. Creating a portal in front of Ida. Okayasu. Unknown one, creating a portal in front of Okayasu. I won't allow you to interfere. Okayasu, erasing the portal in front of him, followed by erasing the space between Ida and the other portal, thus avoiding it. Unknown one, thinking his power is greater than I imagined, no matter what his quirk does. Wait, now I remember. Yashikage, when speaking with his henchmen, talked about several people with incredible quirks like his own, which are imperceptible to us when we see how they act. Could this guy be? Coming out of her thoughts as she realized they were quite far ahead. Impertinent, throwing themselves towards them. Koichi looking at a metal structure inside him, thinking what is that? Is it his body? Unknown one, I won't let you leave. Creating fog above them, I don't think being pulled towards where his body is. Act 3 Usando 3 freeze SHIT 13, well I see you found his body. Unknown one, damn it my body, using his quirk increasing his distance. Koichi Act 3. Act 3 increasing the weight of 3 freezes, sinking his body into the ground. Ida thinking the door is right in front of us, coming out of his thoughts Okayasu. Okayasu erasing the door. Ida, you'd better stay, Okayasu, you're very important in this situation. Okayasu, okay, we're counting on you, Ida. Looking at the stranger, I know it goes against what a hero is, but if you come for me, I'll make you disappear. Unknown one, thinking he went to ask for backup, it's game over. Elsewhere, you could see Aizawa on the ground where someone was about to break his arm. Unknown 2, you can erase quirks, it's wonderful but nothing impressive. Against too great a power you'd be called quirkless. Aizawa, annoyed, using his quirk. Unknown 3, crushing his arm with his hand, breaking it. Aizawa in pain, thinking it's like breaking a branch. I'm sure it erased her quirk. That means she's very strong without it. Unknown 3, grabbing Aizawa's head, lifting it up. Aizawa, he's as strong as Almight. Unknown 3, slamming Aizawa's head against the ground. Unknown 1, appearing Shigaraki Tamura. Shigaraki, Kurajiri, did you kill 13? Kurajiri, unfortunately not. One of the students caused me a lot of trouble. Shigaraki, what kind of problems? Kurajiri, he was able to erase all my portals. Shigaraki, delete. Kurajiri, yes, his quirk is undoubtedly powerful. I suspect he is one of Yashikage's enemies. Shigaraki, starting to scratch his neck. I see, so the Kira's enemies are students. Kurajiri, one of the students managed to escape. Shigaraki, scratching his neck more aggressively. Kurajiri, you, if you weren't the teleportation portal, I'd cut you to pieces. Finishing scratching his neck. We can't win against a dozen pros. It's game over. Let the game end now, let's go home. Oh right, before we go, let's bruise some of their pride as a symbol of peace. Moving in front of Tsuyu, Izuku and Mainta, who were nearby. Izuku thinking about what could happen. Shigaraki touching Tsuyu's face, damn, you're really great, erase her head. Aizawa using his quirk. Unknown 3, slamming Aizawa's head against the ground again. Izuku leaping to attack Shigaraki, charging a punch, thinking shit, he's clearly different from our other opponents. I have to save Asuisan and escape. Snapping out of his thoughts, let her go, smash. Launching the smash, generating a huge gust of wind, thinking my arm didn't break. Did I finally control my power in a moment like this? I did it, I was able to do a smash. Good, watching that he hit the stranger, thinking when did I wait, didn't I hurt him? Remembering what Tsuyu said, it can't be. Shigaraki, nice move, your smash, are you a fan of Almight? Oh good, he'll be fine with you. Unknown 3, grabs Izuku by the arm, charging a punch. Tsuyu moving Shigaraki's hand away, Kroo sticking out her tongue, holding Izuku. Shigaraki touching Mainta and Tsuyu's faces, using his quirk. This wouldn't have happened if you had been here, Almight, seeing as their faces cracked. Crazy diamond. Shigaraki seeing them begin to heal, who being silenced by a blow. Izuku being pulled by bandages. Tsuyu y Mainta, Josuke-sen. Izuku Aizawa sensei. Crazy diamond, Dora, sending him flying. Shigaraki, damn it, Namu, kill me. Namu attacking Josuke, who was only defending himself. Josuke breaking the Namu's attack guard, attacking it with Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond. Making him fall back a lot with that blow. Aizawa mi Allegra vert Higashikata. Minta, if you hadn't arrived, you would have died. Josuke, I know, Tsuyu, seeing that Josuke had some injuries and was bleeding a little, are you okay? Josuke, not much, but in this situation the most important thing is to defeat these bastards. Thinking they're connected to Kira, I need to get information no matter what. USJ Part 2. Minutes before, Josuke can be seen falling near some USJ buildings. Josuke, damn it. Using Crazy Diamond to grab onto a building, lowering himself to the ground, looking up, it seems I'm still in the building. Hearing a noise from behind, turning around, who's there? Thinking several villains came from those kinds of portals. I don't know what kind of quirk or stand they have. Villain 1, look what we have here. Villain 2, there's only one, what a shame for him. Josuke analyzing them. Villain 3, look at his hairstyle, how awful. I don't know how he can go out with that horrible haircut. The 3 villains starting to laugh. Josuke annoyed. Villain 2, don't worry, it's not over anymore, being hit by a blow that would knock him out. Villain 1, bastard. Being hit by several blows. Valano 3, using his quirk to turn his body into steel, launching himself at Josuke. Crazy Diamond beating up Villain 3, sending him flying. Josuke thinking Aizawa-sensei told me to control my anger, but I'm finding it difficult. Turning around, blocking an attack. I see you're fast and also that you're a stand user. From Kira's description, you must be Josuke. Josuke, I see you're one of Kira's users. Thinking, wait, he said we. Crazy Diamond, protecting Josuke from an attack he couldn't see. 1, that guy is fast. 2, that's what I see, his stand is also strong, it was able to deflect guns and Rose's shot. 1, I know Suki, she was able to block my stand hammer's attack like it was nothing. Suki, stop playing around with Kai, it's obvious that nobody can beat you in speed, not even Kira. Kai C. Josuke looking at both users, thinking they are 2 users. Kai, alright, let the fight begin, launching himself at Josuke. Josuke lanzando contra Kai vamos Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond, throwing multiple punches Dora Uraraka. Hammer dodging all attacks. Josuke, what? Kai, you can't touch this, your stand is fast, but against Hammer it's useless. He's capable of blocking and or dodging all the attacks thrown at him, he's practically much faster than your stand. Josuke, biting his lip. Kai, my turn. Launches his stand to attack. Hammer throwing a series of blows at him, he jumped. Crazy Diamond blocking attacks. Josuke thinking his attacks aren't very strong but they're very fast. Hammer breaking Crazy Diamond's guard. Kai now. Suki disparandola Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond trying to dodge the shot, getting wounded in the shoulder. Kai Buen Tyro Suki. Suki, I missed the shot, tell me that when he's dead, recharging her stand which was a weapon. Josuke, damn it, touching his shoulder. Kai launching himself to attack Josuke with Hammer. Josuke trying to block all of Hammer's attacks. Suki running, trying to position herself behind Josuke. Once behind Josuke, she would shoot him. Crazy Diamond blocking the shots. Hammer taking advantage of Crazy Diamond, dropping his guard by hitting Crazy Diamond in the abdomen, followed by a flurry of blowsaki. Suki recharging her stand, proceeding to shoot Josuke. Crazy Diamond blocking several shots, 2 of which hit Josuke, 1 in his right leg and the other in his left hand, and a final shot grazed his head. Josuke falling somewhat injured, bleeding. Kai, what a shame, I was expecting something more exciting. Josuke getting up with some difficulty. Suki, despite being injured, he can still get up. Josuke touching his wounds, taking out one of the metal balls, staining it with blood, and giving it to Crazy Diamond. Kai, what did you think of me? Crazy Diamond shooting towards where Suki was Dora. Suki dodging the shot, thinking that was really. Crazy Diamond. Using Crazy Diamond's ability, he returns the ball stained with dried blood, which upon returning would impact his back. Kai Suki. Josuke Dora. Kai Dam launching himself at Josuke Hammer. Hammer launching a flurry of punches at Crazy Diamond. Suki getting up, then she started running, thinking that bastard, it's time to finish him off. Crazy Diamond trying to block all of Hammer's blows. Josuke trying to grab Hammer, intertwining one of his hands with his, squeezing it tight. You were right, he not only dodges, he also blocks with reflexes. Hitting Hammer in the arm, but it's blocked. Kai, I told you, you can't hit, his stand is lifted, and slammed against the ground several times by Crazy Diamond. Josuke thinking, where did Kira get these guys from? If they had ambushed me better, I'd be in worse shape. I don't know if they're relying too much on their stands. Finally throwing Kai, who was badly injured. Kai getting up with difficulty, damn it. Josuke, are you still standing? Yes, you are resilient. Kai thinking, this is impossible. My stand is supposed to be the best for close-range combat. None of the other stand users or heroes I've faced have been able to defeat Hammer, not even the strongest. Snapping out of his thoughts, he launches an attack on Josuke with Hammer. Suki positioning herself behind Josuke again, shooting him in the back. Josuke hearing the gunshot, Crazy Diamond. Crazy Diamond, grabbing Hammer's arm, throwing him back, causing Kai to be shot in the back. Suki running towards Josuke, thinking, damn it, when did he turn on us? In all my years of service, I've never failed a mission, and today won't be the day. Shoots Josuke with her stand. Crazy Diamond, blocking the shot, followed by creating a blade with Josuke's blood that Suki couldn't completely dodge, which would cut part of her face and eye not very deep, leaving a scar. Suki touching her wound, watching Josuke approach, thinking, this guy is much more dangerous than I thought. We should have listened more carefully to what Kira told us about him and his group. I'll have to retreat for now. I won't be able to take Kai with me. What a shame. Pulling out a smoke bomb which she throws to the ground, thus escaping. Josuke running out of the smoke, seeing that when it cleared Suki was gone, she escaped. I just hope she's not after any of my teammates. Running, trying to reach his teammates. Intermediate. Back to the present. Josuke, Aizawa-sensei, take our classmates to safety. I'll stop this thing. Aizawa, don't think that by making him back a little you can defeat him. His quirk makes him absorb the blows without them having any effect on him. Josuke, I see, so you erased your quirk. The most important thing is that my teammates are safe. I hope I can count on you to help me face that thing. Aizawa, fine, I'll be back. Just don't get in my way. I might accidentally erase your quirk. Josuke, okay. Aizawa, okay, let's go. Shigaraki shocked that kid he was able to push back the Namu. This is impossible. Scratching his neck, the Namu is supposed to be the weapon to kill Almight. There's no way a brat like that could match him in strength. There's only one way to find out. The Namu finishes him off. Namu, at great speed, it would appear in front of Josuke, launching a powerful attack. Josuke blocking the attack with Crazy Diamond, flying a great distance, thinking, what is that thing? It's extremely strong. Falling to the ground, the impact of the fall being absorbed by Crazy Diamond. Namu runs towards where Josuke flew out to throw another punch. Crazy Diamond bumping his fist into the Namu's. Namu starting to unleash a flurry of blows. Crazy Diamond, he would also unleash a flurry of punches, creating a large shockwave. Aizawa running, thinking, what kind of quirk does Josuke have? He's fighting on par with the Namu. Josuke starting to back away from the Namu's blows, thinking it's stronger than I expected. All I can do is counter its attacks. Namu launching increasingly powerful blows. Crazy Diamond accelerating the speed of his blows, breaking the Namu's guard and delivering a series of blows. Dora. Josuke, what? Seeing that he didn't move an inch. Namu launching a series of blows, forcing Crazy Diamond and Josuke back, causing Josuke to lose his balance for a moment, which the Namu takes advantage of and strikes Josuke in the ribs. Josuke trying to dodge the Namu's attack, being pink and sent flying by the air pressure from the blow, falling even more injured. Shigaraki, I see I was wrong. It's obvious that a boy like him couldn't match Namu's power. Starts laughing. Aizawa seeing Josuke fly away, damn it, go away, I'll stay and face that thing. Starts running in Josuke's direction. Josuke getting up with great difficulty. Namu running towards Josuke, throwing a series of blows at Josuke. Josuke using Crazy Diamond to counter the blows. Shigaraki, Namu just finish him off. Josuke backing away from the Namu's blows, thinking, damn it, if this keeps up I won't be able to hold out any longer. Causing Crazy Diamond to attack faster and harder, snapping out of his thoughts, I can't die here. Crazy Diamond breaking the Namu's guard, launching a series of blows. Giving it 7 pages of Dorarara, sending the Namu flying. Josuke looking at Aizawa, thank you for coming. Aizawa, it's my duty as a hero. Josuke kneeling from exhaustion, watching the Namu get up as if nothing had happened. That thing, I think they called it Namu. Without a doubt, it's the strongest opponent I've ever faced. Thinking, I wish Jotaro and Rohan had been here with Heaven's Door and Star Platinum, they would have neutralized it. Aizawa, looking at Josuke, thinking, damn, it seems he's reached his limit. Namu running towards where they were. Aizawa trying to protect Josuke, being pierced by the Namu's arm. Everyone who saw that scene was shocked. Namu pulling his arm away from Aizawa, who would fall unconscious. Josuke would use Crazy Diamond to heal Aizawa. Namu would go after Josuke, giving him a series of blows that would be received by Crazy Diamond, which was the only thing he could do. Josuke thinking, I think this is the end for me, I can't take it anymore. Namu delivering a powerful blow which would cause Josuke to be buried slightly in the ground. Josuke making Crazy Diamond disappear due to exhaustion. Namu squeezing each of Josuke's arms with his hands, breaking them. Josuke screaming in pain, then he would lose consciousness. Shigaraki Namu stop playing with him and finish him off. Namu placing a hand on Josuke's torso, making a great effort that would break some of Josuke's bones, followed by charging up a punch. With everyone present. Shigaraki, if All Might had been here this wouldn't have happened, at least we'll get rid of a future threat. Mainta, scared and crying. Izuku and Tsuyu, running towards where Josuke and Aizawa were. Koichi scared Josuke. Okayasu using the hand to go save Josuke. Suddenly the front door would be destroyed. Everyone present would stop and turn around to look. Most of the students' expressions changed to one of relief upon seeing that the one there was the #1 hero, All Might. All Might looking furious. I had a bad feeling, so I stopped talking to the principal and came here. And when young Iida walked past me, I got an idea of what was going on. Thinking, good heavens, this really bothers me, just thinking about how terrifying it must have been for the boys and how my students fought. But that's why I can proudly say, coming out of his thoughts, everything is all right now, taking off his tie because I'm here. Mainta crying with happiness, it's all might. Shigaraki thinking, what a relief that this guy stopped us. Coming out of his thoughts, we were waiting for you, hero. Scum of society. Villain who was in the area, is that All Might? Villain 2, this is the first time I've seen him in person. Villain 3, idiots, don't hesitate. If we kill him, we being defeated in one blow along with his companions. All Might arriving where Josuke and Aizawa were, carrying Josuke in his arms. I'm sorry, young Higashikata, I couldn't get here in time. I see that Aizawa isn't injured, just unconscious. Picking up Aizawa, running at great speed towards where Tsuyu, Izuku and Mainta were, leaving Aizawa and Josuke with them and punching Shigaraki so hard his hand fell off. Everyone go to the entrance. I'm counting on you. Higashikata is injured and Aizawa is unconscious. Quick, Tsuyu, here. Mainta, yes. Shigaraki, covering his face, this isn't good, this isn't good, this isn't. Walking towards where the hand was. Sorry, father taking the hand and placing it on his face, feeling more relieved. He hit me while I was saving you. This is the official government violence. He's as fast as expected. I can't follow him with my eyes, but not as fast as I thought he'd be. I even think that kid had greater speed when attacking. So it's true after all. Showing a sinister smile, he's getting weak. Tsuyu cargando a Josuke. Izuku carrying Aizawa. All Might, you can't. That brainwashed villain took one of my punches, he took one of my blows that didn't break my arm, but it didn't even scratch him. Only Josuke, with Aizawa-sensei's help, was able to hold his own for a few moments, until Josuke couldn't take it anymore because of his injuries. He must be. All Might young Midoriya smiling, striking a pose. All right. Tsuyu, Izuku and Mainta retreat, leading to Josuke and Aizawa. All Might launching to attack the villains. Carolina. Shigaraki Namu. Namu positioning itself in front to receive the impact of the attack. All Might smash, impressed to see that the Namu wasn't affected. Namu trying to grab All Might with both arms. All Might dodging it really has no effect, huh? Throwing a punch in that case, dodging another grab, throwing 2 punches to the face, where seeing that they had no effect he would jump back. It doesn't work on his face either, huh? Namu launching into an attack. Shigaraki watching All Might strike the Namu. It doesn't work because of shock absorption. To damage the Namu, it would be more effective to slowly tear off its skin. Although even if you do that, it's not a different problem. All Might dodging a Namu attack. Thanks for telling me that. Positioning himself behind the Namu to perform a suplex. If that's true, then it's easier for me. Performing the suplex, causing a large gust of wind that kicks up a lot of dust. Shigaraki covering himself. Hey. As the cloud dissipated, a portal would appear on the ground where the Namu must have crashed. Next to another portal where the upper part of its body would emerge and press against All Might's ribs and his wound. All Might in pain, coughing up some blood. So this is what it was. All the students surprised. Namu pressing on All Might's wound, making him bleed. Shigaraki, were you trying to immobilize him by pinning him deep in the concrete? You won't be able to stop him that way because Namu is as strong as you. This is good, Kurogiri, it's an unexpected opportunity. Namu squeezing harder. All Might thinking, ouch, that's my weak point. Stop, trying to break free from the Namu's grip. What power? Coming out of his thoughts. Is this your first offensive? You'd better prepare. Shigaraki scratching his neck. Kurogiri. Kurogiri, I don't want blood and guts on me, but I suppose I'd be happy to take on someone like you. Opening a portal near All Might. You're too fast for the human eye to see. Holding you back is Namu's job, and then with your body half-split closing the portal imagining how he planned to kill All Might and tearing you to pieces is my job. Running towards All Might upon seeing what they were planning. All Might, thinking young Midoriya, what are you doing? Izuku leaping to help him. Kurogiri, how ridiculous, opening a portal in front of Deku. Zahandra raising the portal. Izuku Okayasu. Kurogiri, you being slammed to the floor. Take this. Izuku Kaken. Suddenly a part of the ground and the Namu would freeze. All Might, did he freeze? Looking at where the ice came from. Young Todoroki. Todoroki, all I've heard is that they're here to kill All Might. All Might, he controlled the ice and stopped just before reaching it. Taking the Namu's hand to break free. Thanks to that, his grip was lost. Breaking free, moving slightly away from him, touching his wound. Bakugo, stop acting arrogant, you damn fog. Todoroki, the symbol of peace cannot be killed by people like you. Shigaraki, looking at the scene. Kurogiri, our exit and entry have been outmaneuvered, we're in trouble. Bakugo, you careless bastard, you're exactly what I thought you'd be. Only certain parts of you can become a portal. That portal covers your body in mist, right? So if you were completely made of mist and physical attacks couldn't touch you, you wouldn't have said that was dangerous. Creating a small explosion on Kurogiri's physical body. Don't move. Giving a sadistic smile. If I sense any suspicious movement, I'll blow you to bits. Okayasu realizing it was a threat, and if that were to happen, I suppose it would be bad to leave all those pieces behind. Some part of him might remain, so I'll take care of erasing the remains until nothing is left of him. Kirishima, nervous, that didn't sound like what heroes would say. Shigaraki, besides capturing him, almost everyone is unharmed. That kid also healed Eraserhead from that fatal blow. Kids these days are amazing. They make the League of Villains look bad. No. Namu, emerging through the other side of the portal, only to be destroyed by the pressure from his frozen arm and leg. Izuku, even though his body is breaking down, can he still move? All Might, everyone stand back. Namu regenerating its extremities. All Might, impressed wasn't his quirk shock absorption. Shigaraki, I didn't say that was all he had, this is his super regeneration. Namu was modified to defeat you at 100%, he's the super efficient human punching bag. All students present, getting into a fighting stance. Shigaraki, first we must retrieve our portal. Go Namu. Namu, in less than a blink of an eye, it would take off at full speed. All Might, seeing the Namu heading towards Bakugo, it's fast. Running to protect Bakugo, pulling him out of the Namu's path by P-What. Seeing that the Namu was split in half horizontally. Okayasu, that was close, sorry All Might, I almost hit him, I'll have to be more careful. All Might, scared, turning to look at Okayasu in fear. He could have killed me, if he hadn't been so fast. Looking at the Namu, he could even react at that speed. Kurogiri backing away. Okayasu, damn it, let that guy go free. Todoroki, looking at the Namu, freezing it. You'd better keep your distance, Okayasu, your quirk is too dangerous, it's that or we don't get close. Everyone nodding. Shigaraki, scratching his neck, I see what you meant by erasing Kurogiri, he's definitely more terrifying than Kira told us. Okayasu, did you say Kira? What do you know about him? Shigaraki, oh I see, so you're the ones I was talking about. Now I feel like an idiot for laughing at him over some brats. Watching as the frozen parts of the Namu were destroyed and then regenerated. Izuku thinking, Kira, what connection does she have with Okayasu and the League? Okayasu, bastard, that doesn't help me at all. Launches his attack. Kurogiri, creating a portal from which Namu, now regenerated, would emerge and launch a punch at Okayasu. Okayasu, using the hand to erase one of his arms, being sent flying by the air shock caused by the other arm he couldn't erase. All Might, don't they know when to retreat? Shigaraki, I did it to protect myself from that lunatic who was going to attack us to kill us. I had no other choice. You saw what he did to Namu yourself. Violence for the sake of others makes it admirable, doesn't it? Hero, you know All Might, I'm annoyed. I'm disgusted that this world categorizes the same acts as heroic or malevolent, deciding what's good and what's bad. What's this symbol of peace nonsense? It's just repressive violence. Violence only begets violence. The world will know that this time we've killed you. All Might, that's absurd. The eyes of white-collar criminals like you burn silently. You just want to have some fun, don't you, liar? Shigaraki, smiling, have you figured me out yet? Todoroki, it's 3 against 6. Izuku, Kaken already exposed the weakness of the mist. Okayasu can restrain Namu, however his quirk is very dangerous. Kirishima, those guys are crazy, but if we support All Might, we can make him back down. Okayasu, I agree. All Might, no escape. Okayasu, qui, Todoroki, you'd be in trouble if we hadn't done anything before, right? All Might, that's a different story, young people, thank you, but it's okay. Just watch when a professional gives it their all. Izuku All Might, you're bleeding in times. All Might raising his thumbs. Shigaraki Namu Kurajiri, you do it, I'll take care of the brats. All Might thinking it's true that I only have a minute left, my power is decreasing faster than expected. Shigaraki, now let's finish this and go home, launches into attack. All Might thinking, but I must do this. Why? Because I am using one for all throughout his body, the symbol of peace. Shigaraki, scared, stopping abruptly. Namu launching into battle against All Might. Everyone being sent flying by the shockwave caused by the impact of both fists. Shigaraki, damn it, hey, you mentioned his shock absorption earlier, didn't you? All Might, yes, I did it. Launching a flurry of blows with Namu at great speed, causing a large gust of wind. Okuyasu covering himself with his stand, he really does have beastly power. All Might, continuing to hit the Namu. If your quirk isn't shock nullification but shock absorption, then it has a limit, right? Namu, hitting All Might in his wound. All Might holding back the pain of the blow made to fight me. If you can withstand me at 100%. Shigaraki shocked. All Might, then I'll force you to surrender by going even further, increasing the speed and power of his blows. Namu losing the rhythm of the fight, breaking his guard and receiving all the blows. All Might giving it an even more powerful blow, sending the Namu flying back many meters, then launching himself at it, thinking a hero. Namu regaining composure, launching an attack. All Might attacking the Namu, he always gets out of trouble. Blocking a blow from the Namu, kicking him and sending him crashing to the ground, followed by trying to land on top of him. Namu dodging, launching an attack. All Might grabbing the Namu's arm in midair, throwing it towards the ground, which would be destroyed. Everyone surprised. All Might landing in front of the Namu. Hey villain, did you hear these words? Starting to concentrate, one for all in his fist, go to the limit. Charging a punch plus punching the Namu in the stomach, ultra. Namu being launched by All Might's powerful punch, which would make a hole in the USJ roof and cause a tremor in the area. All Might, I've grown weak. Before 5 blows would have been enough, but it took over 300. Thinking, and now I'm out of time. Coming out of his thoughts now, villains, I'm sure we'd all like to finish this as quickly as possible. Shigaraki, angry, weak, that can't be, we were completely outmatched, I can't believe he did that to Namu, did he use some kind of trick, scratching his neck. Shigaraki scratching his neck, hey, what's going on, he hasn't weakened, did that guy lie to me? All Might, what's wrong, aren't you coming, you said you cleaned this and that, didn't you? Giving a piercing look, come and defeat me if you can, Shigaraki scared. All Might, well, what's going on, doubts. Shigaraki, scratching his neck harder, if only I had Namu, that guy wouldn't be able to go against him without thinking. Kurajiri, Shigaraki Tamura, please calm down, look carefully, I can see he's definitely weakened by the damage from the Namu attacks. Also, several of the guys seem frozen with fear, we still have subordinates we can use. There are a few minutes before reinforcements arrive, if you and I work together we have a chance to kill him. Shigaraki, calming down, that's right, we have no choice but to do it. I mean, we have the final boss right in front of us. Okuyasu hearing the sound of a gunshot, blocking it with his hand. Everyone turning around, seeing that there were several villains. Todoroki, it seems there are still villains. Be careful, he's a stand user. His ability is erasing. Don't let his hand, it's best not to get near him. Pointing at Okuyasu, thinking he fits the description Kira gave us. He has scars, he's tall, and he's very ugly. The only thing we can do is distract him, touching a wound on his face. If we underestimated his healer, thinking he'd be easy prey, I don't even want to imagine what it would be like against someone with an assassination ability. It's best not to fight right now, just command respect with our presence. It's not wise to lose any more allies. Okuyasu surprised, thinking no one here except the Morio users knows that the hand's ability is in my hand. It has something to do with Kira. Kirishima, All Might did something with the main bad guy. Activating his quirk, let's help the others. Everyone except Izuku nodding. Todoroki Midoriya. Shigaraki running towards All Might, this is revenge for Namu. All Might thinking, oh my god, what the hell, trying to act. Shigaraki launching himself at full speed, creating a portal. All Might thinking, quick, everyone quick. Okuyasu looking at the villains, guys, you're turning around, seeing Izuku jump in to try and save All Might, weren't we going to fight them? Shigaraki thinking he's fast. Izuku in the air thinking I'm the only one who knows the predicament he's in. They're broken, looking at his legs, even though I controlled it before, but I did it, the hidden part of his body. As long as I aim for that, I can send him flying. Charging a punch, snapping out of his thoughts, get away from All Might. Kurajiri, creating a portal in front of Izuku from which Shigaraki's hand would emerge. Izuku thinking this hand is remembering what Shigaraki did to Aizawa from that moment. Kurajiri, I won't fall for that again. Shigaraki Rinda. Okuyasu, erasing the space between him and All Might with Izuku. Kurogiri, that quirk is really annoying. Apparently it can also teleport. Izuku, thinking that was close coming out of his thoughts, being pushed next to the villains and lying on the ground. Everyone impressed. Shigaraki, so they're still standing. Well, I was wrong about Kira, they are useful. Thinking, damn it, that bastard beat me senseless, and on top of that, when I tried to use one of Kira's arrows, it pierced me but did nothing. According to his conversation with his father, this arrow, when it pierces a user again, gives a power-up. The worst part is that I won't be able to use my plan B in case the arrow thing was fake. These idiots from the league underestimated these kids in UA. At least I'll kill one of them, this one seems important. Maybe Shigaraki will defend me from Kira and then I can put my plan into action. Shigaraki, alright Kai, finish off the kid. Kai, coming out of his thoughts, yes. Izuku, thinking, damn, I feel so weak. I don't think I can get out of this alive. There are villains behind us, and Almight can't anymore, feeling a sharp pain in his leg. Kai, thinking he's really weak, just my weight hurts him, he coming out of his thoughts, Hammer. Okayasu, damn it, another stand user. Hammer throwing a punch at Izuku, changing direction upon hearing a gunshot. Kai, damn, the heroes have arrived. Almight, have they arrived, looking at where the shots were coming from. Snipe starts shooting at several villains, then returns to shooting at Kai. Kai blocking all shots with Hammer. Nezu, sorry everyone, we apologize for the delay. I immediately gathered everyone who was available. Near the area where the voice was coming from. Koichi Iida-san, what a relief you brought to the teachers. Iida, Iida Tenya, representative of Class 1A, return. Random villains starting to attack the area. Present Mike, disgusted, using his quirk YHHHHHHHH. Ectoplasm, using his quirk multiplying himself, going to attack some villains. Nezu, split up and protect the students. Everyone, understood, back to the fighting zone with Shigaraki and the students. Shigaraki, they're here, backing away, it's game over. Should we leave and try again later, Kurogiri? Snipe, shooting Shigaraki when he saw he couldn't do anything against Kai. Kai running towards Shigaraki, blocking the shots. Snipe, someone with a quirk can catch them all from a distance. 13 Me Kurogiri starts covering Shigaraki and Kai. 13 using his quirk against Kurogiri. Kurogiri, this is. Almight, will it pass? Suki running towards Kurogiri, thinking, were those bastards really going to leave without me? You're truly a hero, you saved me. Throws several smoke bombs. Okayasu, damn, there's too much smoke. Suki arriving towards Kurogiri, entering the fall. Shigaraki, I may have failed this time, but I'll kill you next time. Symbol of peace, Almight disappears along with the others into the portal. Okayasu, seeing that they were gone as the dust settled, they escaped. Looking at Izuku, hey, are you okay? Izuku, no, I wasn't able to do anything. Touching his leg and seeing that he had something buried in it, what the hell is this? Okayasu, it looks like a needle, do you want me to take it off? Izuku, yes please. Okayasu, good, summoning the hand to remove the needle. Izuku, thinking, I thought it would help, but I couldn't do anything, seeing a strange hand grab the glaive and pull it out. He looks up, startled by what he sees, snapping out of his thoughts, what is that thing? Okayasu, okay, what's up Deku? Izuku moving away from Okayasu, watch out Okayasu with that thing, pointing at the hand. Okayasu, with what? Izuku, can't you see? It has a humanoid form and a green and blue light comes out of its right hand. Okayasu, surprised, what, you can see the hand? Izuku, the hand, so this is it. Okayasu, could it be that? Thinking it's best if I tell them everything at home and take this with me. Izuku, what? Okayasu, nothing, let me take you to the others, you're not in any condition to walk. Izuku, yes thank you, can I ask a few questions along the way? Okayasu, carrying Deku, sure. That's how it would all end, with All Might, Deku and Josuke being the only ones to go to the hospital. Training for the sports festival. Musotafu City. A bank robbery could be seen where several heroes were present, who would be Akira, MT Lady, Kamui Woods and other extras. Akira, alright villains, you'd better surrender or you'll force me to. Villain, don't tell us, you'll use your mighty red hot chili pepper. MT Lady, your phrase is already predictable. Akira, if you know what I was going to say, it means I'm good at what I do. Makes chili pepper appear. Villain 2, taking a hostage, you better not take another step or else. Akira, or what? Kamui Woods, thinking, are I challenging a villain? Villain 2, I'll blow his brains out, putting a gun to the hostage's head. Hostage crying, please, I beg you not to do it. Akira, thinking it's best to lower my stand's energy level, making his stand disappear and reappear on his back, thinking my representative was right. Carrying this type of battery in a backpack would be useful for storing the electrical charge. Villain 2, you'd better keep your distance. Akira, sending a red-hot chili pepper with a low charge. Red Hot Chilliper was getting closer until a beep was heard. Villain 2 firing, grazing the hostage. You think we wouldn't come prepared. We brought a voltmeter in case we ran into you. Akira, withdrawing his stand, giving a look of disgust. Villain 2, no matter what they do, even if they have super speed and come for me in a second, I'll be able to kill the hostage in the middle of it all. Akira, thinking what can I do in this situation? Extra hero, it's a complicated situation. Language is a language. 2, I see you're in trouble. Extra hero 2, a couple of civilians better leave, they can't be there. Akira, why did it take so long? You told us to go patrol other areas. Akira, that's right, well anyway, this is good for his debut. MT Lady, so they became heroes. Yes, it's been a long time since we last saw each other. MT Lady, how have you been? We haven't heard from you for a while. Kamui Woods, this is not the time for chatting. Yer, what's the problem? Why haven't you defeated these guys? Akira, for the hostages, that guy pointing at the second villain claims to have great accuracy and they found a way to detect my stand. I know that with their help we can defeat them. Okay, so I just have to defeat the 3 guys in front. Akira, that's right, Jotarasen. Next, we need to enter the vault. They have more hostages there and there are many more of them. I'll take care of those 2 pointing at 2 other villains. MT Lady and Kamui Woods, could you handle the rest? Kamui Woods and MT Lady, thinking is she seriously revealing her plan in front of the villains? 2, I'll take care of those in the vault. Akira, that's the attitude, Rohan-sensei. Extra 3, Rohan-sensei, the famous mangaka. Rohan, yes, if you want an autograph when we're finished with this, I'll give you one. Akira, okay, let's go. Jotaro walking towards the villain. Villain 2, I told you not to come any closer. Trying to fire, seeing that he no longer had his weapon and that Jotaro was behind him when did. Being interrupted by a punch from Star Platinum that would send him flying into Villain 3. Villain 1 bastard starts shooting at him. Star Platinum catching all the bullets like in Dragon Ball. Villain 1, what was he able to stop all the bullets? Star Platinum, giving him a series of blows. Aura, giving him a blow, sending him flying. Oh, hurry. Villain 3, seeing the state of the 2 villains, I surrender, not resisting being arrested. Akira launching an attack on the other villain's chili pepper, taking it out of the battery, followed by a burst of speed, he would defeat the villains. Kamui Woods using his quirk on the villains, stopping them. Jotaro, are these people without quirks? Akira, no idea, probably yes. MT Lady, I don't think they even gave them time to use their quirks. Rohan, anyway, I'll go in now. Extra Hero 2, I'm with you. Rohan, no thanks, since this is my debut, they don't know my ability. After this, I suppose I will need help. Entering the vault room. Inside the vault room. Villain, well, what do we have here? Villain 2 pointing at him, throw him to the ground. Rohan, okay, throws himself to the ground. Villain 3, I see you're clever, kid. Rohan, just don't look in my backpack. Villain 4, are you stupid or what? Villain 5, don't tell us what to do. Opening Rohan's backpack, what's this? Taking out some papers, these look like pages from a manga, showing some papers to the villains. Villain 6, hey, I know those designs and this character, don't tell me you're Rohan-sensei. Rohan, that's right. Villain 4, it's a shame we met in this situation. Rohan, same here, Heaven's Door using his stand's ability. Villains being affected by the ability. Villain 3, what is this? Villain 5, is this his quirk? Rohan taking one of his quill pens. Villain 2, what are you going to do with that? Rohan, why tell you if you're just going to forget it? Starts writing on them. At the bank entrance. Akira, I'd better go. I don't think sending him alone was a good idea. Jotaro, just trust him, it's not like Rohan's an idiot, look, there he is. Watching Rohan leave the bank with the hostages and the villains. Rohan, it wasn't that difficult, the only thing that bothers me is that now they know what my stand is. Akira, I know, unlike in Morio where users only knew their abilities, here everyone at least knows what they do. Extra Hero 2 surprised, how did he do that? Akira, isn't it obvious, I use his stand. Extra Hero 1 stand. Remembering that Akira told everyone who said they had a stand that they didn't, that not everyone has a stand. Akira, yes, they're one of the few I can say actually have a booth. Oh look, pointing at some vans, you'd better get ready, here come the reporters. Today you'll learn about their debut and our partnership with the agency. At UA School, Room 1A, I skipped the OVA here and when they can do the training at USJ. Toro, hey, did you guys see the news last night? Ajiro, yes. Toro, did you see how everyone in the class was on the screen for a second? Sad I wasn't on it. Shoji, that's true. Ajiro, it's unlikely they'll see you like that, isn't it? Kaminari, but all the channels made a big deal out of it. Kirishima, I was surprised. Gyro, can you blame them? The hero course, which didn't have many professional heroes, was attacked. Zero, who knows what would have happened if the teachers hadn't arrived when they did. Minta, stop. Zero. Crying, remembering what happened at USJ, just thinking about it makes me sweat. And Bakugo, angry, shut up, trash. Sato, but as expected of Almight, he made all those villains retreat. Takagami, yes, his strength is incredible. Everyone, seeing two of their classmates enter through the classroom door. Izuku, nervioso. Okayasu, Koichi, furana vera Josuke. Okayasu, somewhat sad, yes. Tsuyu, how is his condition? Koichi, sad. According to what the doctors said, he'll need some recovery time at least before he can return to school. Izuku, looking somewhat sad, I hope she recovers soon. Her fight was terrifying. Minta, crying, yes, he tried his best, but he was too hurt to keep fighting. Tsuyu, nervous, we definitely would have died if he hadn't come to rescue us, remembering how Shigaraki used his quirk on her, and Minta, I feel bad for not being able to help him. Izuku, me too, clenching his fists, thinking Josuke is definitely a true hero. Even when he saw he couldn't defeat the Namo, he faced it. He was able to buy time for All Might to arrive. Koichi, looking at the clock, class is about to start, we'd better get going. Okayasu, sitting down in his seat. Iida, running at full speed, everyone, class is about to start. Stop talking and take your seats. Koichi, with a drop of sweat, we're already seated, you're the only one standing. Iida, walking towards his seat and sitting down as expected of the class president. He already had the situation under control. Aizawa, entering the classroom, good morning. Everyone, good morning, Aizawa-sensei. Aizawa, today's. Everyone nervous, thinking did he get serious? Aizawa will be talking about the UA Sports Festival. Everyone thinking that's a super normal school event, coming out of their thoughts the sports festival. Kirishima, it's a super normal school event. Kaminari, wait, Koichi, nervous, is it okay to have a sports festival so soon after the villains infiltrated? Ajiro, what will happen if they attack us again? Aizawa, apparently they think UA's crisis management system is just for staging events. Security has also been strengthened fivefold compared to last year. Above all, our sports festival is a great opportunity. It's not an event that will be cancelled by some villains. Koichi, but that's a good reason, it's just a sports festival. Izuku, Koichi, have you never seen the UA sports festivals? Koichi, no, I've never seen them. Okayasu, I haven't seen them either. Izuku, I see. Aizawa, our sports festival is one of the biggest in Japan. In the past, the Olympics were called the sports festival and the whole country was crazy about it. As you know, with reductions in scale and population, they're now a shadow of their former glory. And now Japan is where those Olympics take place. That's the UA Sports Festival. Yaoyorozu, of course, all the elite heroes in the country will be watching us for recruitment purposes. Koichi and Okayasu, recruitment. Kaminari, after we graduate, it's typical to join a professional agency as a fast partner. Gyro, and many people lose their chance to become independent after that and become partners forever. Okayasu, I see, thinking joining an agency, being a partner, it really is like in the comics. Aizawa, of course, joining a famous hero agency will give you more experience and popularity. Time is limited. If you hope to become a professional, this event will open the path to your future. It's a one-time opportunity, a total of 3 chances per year. No aspiring hero can afford to miss this event. If you understand that, don't slack off and prepare yourselves. Everyone, yes. Aizawa, class is over. Koichi, aspir Aizawa-sensei. Aizawa, what's wrong, heroes? Koichi, what will happen to Josuke? He's too injured to participate. Aizawa, due to his condition, he will not be a participant in any of the sports festival events. Everyone, impacted. Aizawa, that's a shame, she has great potential. Well, if there are no more questions, I'll take my leave. Leaving the classroom. Koichi, thinking it's great that Rohan and Jotaro created an agency with Akira, will surely have his recruitment secured. Later. End of classes. A large crowd of people could be seen at the entrance. Koichi, looking at all the students outside the classroom, what's going on? Iida, what's your problem with Class A? Okayasu, we can't go out with so many people. Minta, why did you come? Bakugo, they came to investigate the enemy trash. We were the ones who survived the villain's attack. They probably want to investigate us before the sports festival. Walking towards the crowd, there's no point in doing something like this. Get out of my way, extras. Iida, stop calling people extras just because you don't know them. I came to see what the famous Class A was like, making his way through the crowd, but you seem very arrogant. Are all the students in the hero course like that? Everyone except Okayasu and Bakugo, turning both sides and denying it. Seeing something like this is disappointing. There are some people here who enroll in other studies or courses because they didn't get into the hero program. Did you know that? The school gave us another chance. Depending on the results of the sports festival, they'll consider transferring us to the hero course. It seems they'll also be recruiting people from outside, investigating the enemy. I at least came to say that even if you're in the hero course, if you get too carried away, I'll wipe the floor with you. I came with a declaration of war. Koichi thinking a declaration of war. Who is this guy? Judging by his confidence, he could be a stand user. I'd better. 2. Hey, I'm from Class B next door. I heard you fought villains, so I came to talk. Don't get carried away. Koichi thinking another one. This is a real problem. 2. If they get too carried away, it will embarrass them during the real battle. Bakugu leaving the room, leaving in the opposite direction from Bakugu. 2. Are you ignoring me, you bastard? 3. Calm down, old man. We didn't come here to declare war. At least I did. 4. Me neither. 5. I came to see Koichi-kun. 6. Relax, you seem very agitated. This might calm you down. Giving him an ice cream he took out of his backpack. 2. How come the ice cream is still cold? 3. That doesn't matter. Making his way through the others. It's been a while. 4. It's been quite a while. We've been very busy with part-time jobs. 6. It's true, but they take up a lot of our time, but they are very fun. 4. You think frying potatoes is fun? You're really weird, Mikitaka. Thinking he really does seem like he's from another world, and even then he can't take us to our planet, universe, timeline, or whatever. 3. I agree with you, Toshikazu. 4. It seems not everyone thinks the same, Yuya. Okayasu approaching to talk to Yuya, Mikitaka, and Toshikazu. 5. Approaching Koichi, taking out 2 bentos, lunches. XD Koichi-kun, shall we go? Koichi, Claro, Yukikasen. Everyone watching the romantic scene thinking are they dating? Jiro, feeling a pain in her chest, thinking why does it hurt to see them together? Koichi, okay, see you later. Leaving the room with Yukako. Izuku thinking so these are the other users I was told about. Flashback. After USJ. Park. Izuku, well, here I am. Koichi, I'm sorry for asking you to come here. It's not something we can talk about in front of others. Izuku, okay, what's going on? Koichi, Okayasu told me that you were able to see his stand. Izuku, you mean that humanoid thing that came out behind him? Koichi, yes, calling on stand. Izuku, impressed, taking a step back, so you have one too. Koichi, this is a stand, and if you can see it, it means you are a user. Izuku, usuario, that's how Koichi would explain about stand users and stand types. Izuku, impressed, what, so that thing? Okayasu, that's right, currently out of the new users we've only found 3 who are from your world. Izuku, nervous, my world. Koichi, I think it's a bit premature, but we'll tell you anyway since you're involved now and we'll need your help. Thus telling him about the battle against Kira, the arrival in this new world and what has happened so far. Izuku, serious, so we need to find this Yoshikage Kira. What you're saying is rather strange. I'll trust you for now. The arrow thing is the only thing that explains why I can see your stands now. Speaking of which, how do I summon mine? Okayasu, everyone has a different way of summoning him if they are not used to it. Koichi, in my case, it had to be through a life-or-death situation, but don't worry, you'll be able to manifest it eventually. Just don't show it to just anyone. Findel flashback. Izuku, thinking if there are more stand users, the competition will be tougher. Especially since I don't know anything about their abilities, I'll give it my all to win the festival. That's how the 2 weeks of training would go. The sports festival begins. Sports festival. First grade stage. Commentators' booths. Present mic. Hey everyone, pay attention audience. Get ready, media for the masses. The high school rodeo that everyone loves, the UA Sports Festival, is about to begin. Everyone, are you ready? Before we begin, on this occasion we are joined by one of the great promises of heroes. With us is the professional hero Akira Atoishi. Akira, it's a pleasure to be with you. Present Mike, Eraserhead. Present Mike, I've heard that your new album is being a hit everywhere. Akira, not to brag, but yes, although I feel that for the next song we'll need a little more emotion, I feel that someone like you could help us with that. Present Mike, are you saying we should collaborate? Akira, that's right. Present Mike, okay, in my free time I'll be able to. Aizawa, I'm sorry to interrupt your conversation, but aren't you forgetting something? Present Mike, you're right, it's time for the freshmen to come in. So the first ones to leave would be the students from Class 1A. Akira, the UA Sports Festival. The great battle between young heroes who raise their swords every year. Anyway, these are the guys, right? Present Mike. The miraculous new stars who overcame the enemy attack with their hearts of steel, the heroes course, Class 1A with Class 1A. Koichi, I didn't think there would be so many people, this makes me a little nervous. Okayasu, I find it quite exciting, although it's not the same without Josuke. Koichi, I suppose he'll be watching us from the stands, he hasn't fully recovered yet, thinking from what we heard from the doctors he can barely walk. Back to the commentary booth. Akira, they haven't been getting much airtime, but this class is full of talent. Hero course, Class 1B present Mike. Next, General Studies Class C, D, and Akira support course classes F, G, and H are here too, thinking who wrote this. I feel bad for the students in the other classes. Do they only care about the hero course? Present Mike and the business course classes IJ and K Akira, all the UA freshmen are here, with the students. Extra 1, we're just here to make those guys look better, huh? Extra 2, that seems to be the case. It's time for the player's promise. Izuku, so this year the referee will be Midnight. Koichi thinking, is she really a pro hero? Okuyasu, happy, thinking, I can't believe there's a teacher like her at UA. Midnight representing the students from Class 1A, Okuyasu Nijimura, come here. Okuyasu, walking towards where Midnight was. Koichi, oh, so they chose Okuyasu. Extra, that guy finished first in the entrance exam. Extra 2, well, at least it's better than the pass and not the ash blonde. Okuyasu, I swear I'll do my best. I don't expect to win. I'm not very smart, so I've always relied on my older brother, thinking everything would be alright. But fate has other plans and he's no longer with me. Izuku thinking, that's right, they come from another world. Wait, did Okuyasu's brother die? Okuyasu, so I've had to make my own decisions. I'll give it my all to win, so I hope you all do your best, teammates. Otherwise it won't be fun. All the students and people in the stands would begin to applaud. Izuku thinking, I think it was for the best. If Kaken had happened, they would probably hate us even more. Okuyasu coming down from the place, walking towards his companions. Midnight, alright, now let's get started. The first game is what they call qualifying. Every year many cry their eyes out here. Now the fateful first game, this year it's. A screen would appear behind her showing the chosen game, Obstacle Race. Midnight, this, Koichi, so an obstacle course. Midnight, all 11 classes will participate in this event. The course will be the circumference of this radius, about 4 kilometers. Raising her whip, the selling point of our school is freedom. Licking her lips, as long as you stay on the course, it doesn't matter what you do. Now, everyone take your places. Everyone would take their positions to start the race. Koichi thinking, the path looks super narrow. I imagine Todoroki will use his quirk to freeze them in that part. Summoning Echoes Act 2, writing Bayan on his souls, if he freezes me, I'll have to take off my jacket and make it radiate heat. Although I imagine the whole path will freeze. Okuyasu, thinking we just have to get to the other side, I can step over them with my hand, this will be a piece of cake. The countdown would end and everyone would run away. Koichi, just as I imagined. Taking off his jacket, invoking Act 2, writing Haiwo on it, and flying off, passing over everyone at the entrance, this is a huge advantage. Seeing the ground freeze, well, so I was right. Looking at several of his classmates and the stand users he knew, it seems they anticipated this too. Falling onto the ice, it seems that seeing Mainta being attacked by one of the 0 points, and Okuyasu dodging another's attack. Izuku, the artificial villains from the entrance exam, in the narration booth. Akira, the obstacles are finally revealed. Present Mike, starting with the first barrier. Akira, why Present Mike, Robo Inferno, thus everyone who wasn't in the hero's course would be scared and surprised. With the students. Okuyasu, if this is the obstacle, it'll be too easy. Passing past them with his hand, I just have to ignore them, it's just an obstacle course. Seeing how suddenly all the 0 points froze, that guy again, he really likes freezing everything he sees. Koichi, it's best to listen to Todoroki and wait. If I try to go around it, I'll just waste my time and energy. With the commentators. Present Mike, Todoroki from Class 1A, he attacked and defended with one move, how elegant, incredible, he's the first. Akira, you're wrong about that, look ahead. Aizawa, that's true. Present Mike, what I see is Okuyasu Nijimura from Class 1A halfway to the second part, what speed? Akira, I know that boy, even if he's not a very thoughtful person, his decision was smart enough. He certainly knows how to use his stand. Present Mike, it's not very common to say that someone has a stand. Akira, it's because I can distinguish stand users. Well, their ability is erasure. They can erase from existence everything that their stand's right hand touches. They can also use it to teleport themselves or teleport things or people towards them. With the students. They would see how after the dust settled, there would be more robots. Koichi, thanks to Todoroki, this will be easier. Seeing several robots pass over the 0 point mark, their quirks allow them to do that, even Yukako. I see Momo is using a cannon to defeat the other robots. Momo, wow, you really have a good skill. Returning to his original form combined with your creation quirk, this could be resolved in a matter of seconds. 2, well, let's go, I'm lucky I got to touch that guy. Unfortunately, Surface can't copy quirks, but even so, its base stats are really good. And combined with Surface's infinite stamina, it will never get tired. Koichi, running and jumping, it seems that both Mikitaka and Toshikazu have taken advantage of this situation. Mikitaka, as a friendly gesture, allow me to help you. Momo, okay. Mikitaka, transforming into sneakers and speeding her away. Koichi, why did he do that? Toshikazu, it's best if you don't see Koichi because it's a strategy that requires us to go as fast as possible before he catches us. Although I don't think he'll make it last much longer, the others in front were also saved for now. Koichi, don't tell me that. Commentator's room. Present Mike, what is this? The students are fainting. The only one who has come out of those who are there is Akira Yuya Fungami from Class 1B. His ability allows him to steal and or give nutrients, thinking I remember that he could only steal them. Here I added the ability to give. He was able to discover that ability before entering UA, so he was able to enter with rescue points. Coming out of his thoughts, what a strategy. Stealing nutrients from the other students and leaving them out of the game. Present Mike, I see you've managed to get past the first barrier, but since most of you have made it, let's see how you do on the second one. If you fall, you're out. If you don't want to fall, crawl on the fall, with the students. Koichi, this will be much more complicated. Okasu and Bakugu are so lucky they can fly. Seeing Suyu easily reach the rope, if I could calculate the distance one of my stand's onomatopoeias could send me flying, I'd get past them like it was nothing. I won't risk it, I'll take the safe route. Alright, here it is, it's my chance to shine. It's time for my support team to enter the scene. Look out, support companies from all over the country, Wire Arrows and Liberation Souls shine. Koichi, thinking this girl. Uraraka, are you from the support course? Mina, can you bring that equipment? The hero course has regular combat training, right? To keep things fair, we're allowed to use equipment and suits as long as we design them ourselves. 2. Hey Mei, you went on for too long. If you keep this up, you won't reach the top spots. Koichi, thinking she's definitely the stand user that Josuke mentioned to us. Mei, covering her mouth with her hand, you're right. Get lucky. Firing a grappling hook through her support equipment, which gets stuck on one of the floors. This is the place where we can showcase our ideas and skills to companies. Activating her support equipment, launching herself, being pulled by the hook, and balancing on her shoes. With the crowd, it seems Koichi is having a hard time. It was to be expected. They are more than just there to act, they are just a support person like mine, only I can defend myself. Koichi would calmly manage to pass the second path. With the commentators. Present Mike, and now that most of you are here at the final barrier, which is a minefield, be prepared so you can find the mines if you look carefully, so you must use your legs and your eyes. Akira, except for those who can fly who have a great advantage. Present Mike, that's right, by the way, these landmines are for play, they're not that powerful, but they're loud enough to make you wet your pants. Aizawa, that depends on the person. Present Mike, by the way, student Okasu Nijimura is more than halfway there, it's possible he'll be the one to come in first place. With the students. Bakugu, thinking damn it, that bastard got too far ahead of himself. Increasing his speed. Todoroki, thinking Okasu was serious. He just ignored all the obstacles and ran right past them, increasing his speed. Koichi, thinking why is our life tied to encountering explosions? Anyway, this is one of the simplest tests. Watching as several students were sent flying, I guess I'll have to do this. It'll give me a great advantage. Summoning Echoes Act 2, writing Dugon on the floor and Haiwo on his jacket. With this, I can at least get my bearings and have a significant advantage if I repeat it constantly. It's only in this scenario that it will work. In the commentary booth. Present Mike, UA Sports Festival freshman stage, who would have thought it? The fastest person who ignored all obstacles. Akira, right now the first person to return to the stadium is this man. Present Mike and Akira, Okasu Nijimura has achieved something great. The other participants would then begin to arrive. Present Mike will make a list of the results later. For now, good job. With the students. Koichi, that's great Okasu, you came in first place. Okasu, my training with Jotaro was incredibly exhausting. It was to be expected that it would end like this. Even though I tried my best, I couldn't defeat Jotaro in speed tests. Koichi, I understand, I trained with Yukako, although this time it was less terrifying. Mikitaka, it will undoubtedly be difficult. Each of the teammates has interesting skills. Toshikazu, you can say that again. If it weren't for that guy pointing at Ida, it wouldn't have happened. Koichi, how come they let you bring that doll? Toshikazu, I had to ask for permission since with it I can use my stand, otherwise I can't do anything. Koichi, I see. Midnight, the first game of the first year stage is over now, look at the results. A screen would appear showing the results, obviously I'll change several to include Morio users. Midnight, the 50-42 in the anime who made it to the next round are unfortunate, but don't worry if you didn't make it. We've prepared other opportunities for you to shine. The real competition starts now. The press cavalry will be everywhere, give it your all. Now for the next game, which everyone already knows what it is, but what will it be? What will it be, as I said? The screen would be displayed saying Cavalry Battle. Midnight, let me explain. Participants can form teams of 2 to 4 people with whomever they like. It's basically the same as any normal cavalry battle. The only difference is depending on the outcome of the last game, each person will be assigned a score. Yukako, I see, depending on where we arrive, we will be assigned a score. Midnight, scores are assigned in 5s starting from the bottom, so 42nd place gets 5 points and 41st place gets 10. And the score assigned to first place is 10 million. Okayasu nervous wa. Koichi shocked that's ridiculously disproportionate. Midnight, you'll hear this a lot while you're at UA. This is what plus ultra means. Pointing her whip at Okayasu Nijimura Okayasu, who came in first in the qualifier, is worth 10 million points. Thus most would see Okayasu as their target. Midnight, now I'll explain the rules of the cavalry battle. The time limit is 15 minutes. Each team is worth the total points of its members, and the riders will wear a headband with that number on it. Teams will try to take the other team's headbands before time runs out and try to keep as many points as possible. Stolen headbands must be worn around the neck. So the more you steal, the harder they are to manage. And most importantly, even if your headband is stolen or your team falls, you're not out. During the game, it will be a brutal battle where you can use your quirks. However, it's still a battle of the cavalry. You'll get a red card for attacks that intentionally try to knock others down, and you'll be removed immediately. Yuya, Molesto Tusk. Midnight, you now have 15 minutes to form your teams. Begin. Okayasu, hey Koichi, do you want to team up with me? Koichi, well, although we have a big disadvantage since everyone will come after us, we'll need a plan. Turning to look at the other Morio users, seeing how they teamed up with a boy. Yukako, I'll join your team. Koichi, thank you Yukako-san, I didn't imagine you'd join one so quickly. Yukako, that was to be expected, she has good skills. Koichi, really? Okayasu, what kind of skills does he have? Yukako, her skills are in the stands. I didn't think they would do something like this. 2, in a way it's still a school. That's right, this event is being recorded live. This would be the equivalent of the Olympics in our world. 2, yes, only with powers. Back with the students. Koichi, I see he's definitely someone who could be a big problem. Yukako, yes, it has good synergy with Yuya's and Toshikazu's stands. Added to the support Mikitaka can provide, they have a great defensive combination. Koichi, it was just as I imagined. We can only hope to dodge. Some will probably take advantage of the situation to attack those chasing us and steal their points. We only need one more member for our team, and I think I know who that person is. Okayasu, and who is he? Koichi, walking, approaching a girl, excuse me. Yes. Koichi, I wanted to know if you want to team up with us. I don't know, summoning his stand. Koichi, invocando a echoes Act 3. Wow, I see, so you have a stand too. You must be friends with Josuke-kun. Shaking his hand, my name is Hatsume from the support course, and he's Get Lucky. Get Lucky, it's a pleasure to meet you. Koichi, I am Koichi, Heroes from the Hero course. Act 3, Yoso echoes Act 3, May, so your stand is one of those that talks. Josuke told me it wasn't common for a stand to talk. Koichi, that's true, so usually stands can speak, giving the message of their user. Get Lucky, it will be interesting to have someone to talk to. May, well, putting that aside, I accept to join your team, but I'll have to do some analysis to develop a strategy. Koichi, Josuke mentioned something about your stand, we'll trust you. May, okay, let's get to work. Here Izuku wouldn't have the problem of being in first place and his team would be almost the same, only Ajiro would be the last of his teammates instead of May. Once the 15 minutes were up, an alarm would sound. Midnight, stretching now, it's almost time to start. In the commentary booth. Present Mike, wake up, Eraser. Akira, after 15 minutes to form teams and discuss strategy, 12 cavalry teams line up on the field. Aizawa, there are some interesting teams. Present Mike, now prepare for the tears of battle. Akira, it's time for the bloody battle of UA. Present Mike, give the signal. Akira, yes, let's go now. Present Mike, countdown to the bloody battle royale 3. Akira 2. Present Mike, why Akira 1, midnight start, so several would go after Okayasu's team. Koichi, here they come. Yukako, damn it, Okayasu, get us away from Tetsu's team. That idiot is coming at us at full speed. If Honuki uses his quirk, it'll be hard to get out, he'll make the ground swallow us whole. Okayasu, using the hand to move away from them. Tetsu, damn it, they're running away from us. Honuki, I suppose Yamajishi, Yukako's last name, told them about our quirks. They have a knowledge advantage over the quirks of Class A and Class B Okayasu. List. Yukako, that's great, if we were caught the real problem would be Ibara, her quirk is quite strong. Get Lucky, watch out on the right. Yukako, using her stand to block an attack from Gyro with her hair. Gyro Tusk, that quirk is going to be a problem. Koichi, let's keep it this way. As long as we can count on Get Lucky in Act 3 to give us information and Yukako to defend us, everything will be under control. Toru, we can't let them escape. Sato, surprised, wait, Hagakure, your band disappeared. Toru, surprised, when did that happen? Loot from other fights. Act 3, watch out behind. Get Lucky, that guy comes with 2 others. His quirk allows him to generate tentacles where he can replicate other parts of his body. The quirk of those who accompany him is to have the same abilities as a frog, and the last one is to generate sticky balls from his head. Koichi, what a good strategy they have. Using Act 3 to block Suyu's tongue, we'd better get out of their range. Most of them have a medium range, few have a long range. Okayasu, I understand where you're going with this. using the hand to teleport to the sky with his team. May I hope this is a good idea. Get lucky, beware an explosive threat is approaching at full speed. Koichi, esse sin duda is Bakugo. Bakugo bastard, who do you think you are getting first place? Launches an explosion with both hands. Yukako trying to block Bakugo's explosion, damn it. Okayasu attracting Bakugo. Bakugo moving away with explosions, don't think I'm like that half-and-half idiot. I won't let you touch me. Get lucky, kicking Bakugo, sending him flying towards his team. Maybe he can't, but I can. Go back to your team, idiot. Koichi, you have a great range, May. Yes, even Josuke was surprised since his stand has a short range and mine, being almost as strong, has a range of 20 meters. Get lucky, it's possible the arrow worked differently in this world than in theirs. Koichi, that would explain it. It's better to land. Fighting in the air is more complicated and a bad fall would be fatal. Okayasu, okay. In the commentary booths. Akira, now we'll see the points for each team. Present Mike, 7 minutes have passed, the current positions are on the screens. Akira, wait a moment. Present Mike, besides Nijimura, Class A isn't doing so well either. With the students, taking off Bakugo's headband, Class A is simple-minded. Mina, she stole it from us. Bakugo, what did you say, you bastard? Give that back or I'll kill you. Since Midnight said it was the first game, it wouldn't make sense to take out many people in the qualifiers, right? Considering that they would keep 50 people for the next one, we just stayed within that number while we ran, observing the powers and personalities of those who would be our rivals. There's no point in being obsessive about winning the preliminaries, is there? Bakugo, is this a class? Well, it's not a consensus placing Bakugo's headband around his neck, but it's a good idea, right? Yuya, you bastard, you really wanted to do that. Pay attention, Monoma, here they come, seeing another team approaching. Monoma, well, it's better than going after the temporary summit like a horse with a carrot in front of its face. Oh, by the way, you're famous, right? Toshikazu, thinking, why do you ask so many questions, huh? If you're not sure, don't say it, idiot. Monoma, as a victim of that mud incident, tell me more about it, about what it feels like to be attacked by villains. Bakugo losing patience, Kirishima change of plans. Kirishima nervous. Bakugo extremely furious before that scarred idiot will kill these guys. Monoma smiling. Yuya, I hope you're happy, idiot. Now we'll have the most explosive guy of all on us. Toshikazu, I hope you don't do anything to my doll or you'll pay for it, you idiot. Monoma, you have nothing to worry about. It's obvious he's only guided by the power of his quirk. He's probably just another idiot in the crowd who aspires to be a hero. Kirishima, Bakugo, calm down. If you don't calm down, we won't be able to get the points back. Bakugo, furious, causing an explosion. Go ahead, Kirishima. I'm completely calm. Kirishima, we're really counting on you. Running with his teammates towards Monoma. Bakugo esse chini. Launching an explosion at Monoma. Monoma, dodging Bakugo's explosion, moving Bakugo's arm out of its path. Bakugo, surprised, turning to look at Monoma. Monoma throwing an explosion in Bakugo's face. Wow, that's amazing. That's an incredible quirk. Touching Kirishima's hair. Bakugo, that's my... Kirishima, someone with a quirk similar to yours. Bakugo, angry, damn it. Launching an even more intense explosion, generating a cloud of smoke. Monoma, they really do have good quirks, but mine is better. Showing that his body had hardened just like Kirishima's quirk. Kirishima, impressed, what mine, the same one again. Bakugo, no, that guy copies quirks. Monoma, correct, well, even an idiot can figure it out. Right, Bakugo, annoyed. Monoma, well, I can't waste my time with you guys, see you later. Bakugo, come on, feeling tired, what is this feeling? Kirishima, I feel tired. Mine, from 1 second to the next, I feel like I haven't slept. Yuya, you bastard, you really wanted to mess with the Class A students, at least you didn't make them fall. If you wanted some nutrients, I could have given them to you with my stand. Monoma, maybe they'll come in handy later, or who knows, as long as we don't face Okuyasu's team, we'll be fine. After all, only they have stands, so summoning his stand beat it can heal me with nutrients. Yuya, I already told you that my stand's healing is not short-term, it's a small long-term healing. Monoma, that was because you were hospitalized, but for someone with few injuries, it will be more than enough. With Okuyasu's team. Koichi, so that's the guy you told us about, Yukako-san, flashback. Yukako, her stand allows her to copy the abilities of any user as long as there is contact between the stand and the user. This stand, combined with her quirk, which is practically the same but with quirks, makes her someone to be feared. Her name is Nito Monoma, and her stand is called Beat It. Findel flashback. Yukako, that's right, I don't think he'll come after us. He'll probably just start stealing nutrients like an idiot. He liked Yuya's stand too much. May, it's a relief that we don't have to fight him. Get lucky, watch out to the right. If they would turn around, seeing who was after them. Koichi Todoroki's team, it seems they're planning something. In the commentator's room, Akira, the cavalry battle is about to enter its second half. Present Mike, in this unexpected uprising of Class B, Akira and Present Mike, who will get the 10 million points in the end, with the students. Todoroki, I'll stay with them. Koichi, I didn't think he'd come after us. Get lucky, several teams are getting closer. Todoroki, Ida, go ahead. Ida, using his quirk, moving forward. Todoroki, Yaoyorozu, prepare to protect us and conduct the electricity. Yaoyorozu, creating an insulating blanket with her quirk. Todoroki, Kaminari, too. Kaminari, I know what I have to do. Okuyasu, shit, too many are coming for us. Kaminari, make sure you keep it safe. Todoroki, using the blanket, covering himself, Yaoyorozu and Ida. Yaoyorozu, Krindo Unibara. Kaminari, indiscriminate shock, 3 million volts. Koichi, surprised, what did he say? Yukako, using her quirk to cover her team. Kaminari, using his quirk to electrocute most of the equipment. Todoroki, seeing that Kaminari stopped his quirk, he dropped the blanket less than 6 minutes left. Using the rod Yaoyorozu created as an extension to reach the ground and freeze those affected by Kaminari's quirk. Get lucky, Okuyasu, get us away from the ground, that guy is freezing it. Okuyasu, summoning the hand and teleporting so his team doesn't touch the ground. Todoroki, we can't be tracked right now. Sorry, but you'll have to put up with it. Taking headbands off several of the affected teams, I'll take these too. Koichi, Yukako, your hair, noticing that Yukako's hair was electrified. Yukako, that's fine, hair is an insulator, so I didn't let it reach you. Okuyasu, stopping using the hand, leaving his team on the ground. May, it's best to retreat, meanwhile with the other teams. Izuku, Todoroki froze the other teams. This is our chance to increase our score. Uraraka, you were right, Deku-kun, it was a good idea not to go for Okuyasu's team. Izuku, thinking I'm one of the few who know the truth behind them. Apparently that blonde guy also has a stand just like that pink-haired girl. From what I saw of his conversation with that guy Yuya, his stand is copying abilities and his quirk is the same. The only person whose ability I don't know is that girl from the support department. Takami, okay, let's go, running towards the frozen teams. Izuku, good, Takami, taking the armbands off several teams. Uraraka, how lucky we are. Aoyama, actually, although I don't understand why you didn't want us to go for Okuyasu's team. Izuku, it's kind of complicated. Takami, it doesn't matter, we'll win with this. I wouldn't be so sure launching an attack with his team. Izuku, Takami, right in front of you, blocking, thinking so they came straight at you, huh? Class B users. Takami, using his quirk to block, thinking what is this, I didn't touch anything yet I felt an impact. Is this the team that fought against Bakugus? Monoma, wow, are you a stand user too? Yuya, wow, and to think they hid it from us. Mikitaka, you didn't tell them about Monoma either. Monoma, it doesn't matter, launches his stand to attack. Izuku, Takami, aladerech. Takami, blocking Monoma's stand. Obviously Takami can't see stands, but he can counter their attacks. Yuya, don't forget about us, throws his stand in the form of feet. Izuku, thinking this guy's stand, damn it, and to think we were so close. If only I could summon my stand. I'll have to, there's no other way, snapping out of his thoughts, watch out. He unleashes a wave of wind through his fingers, breaking one, causing Monoma's team to stop and also pushing them back. Takami, trying to stabilize the landing, let us know much earlier when you're going to do that. Izuku, sorry, this was to make sure he didn't touch his ability. Takami, it seems you can see what's happening. Izuku, yes, the ability they're using allows them to drain nutrients, it's best to get away from them. Thinking luckily Koichi told me about the abilities of the users at UA. Uraraka, Ajiro, and Takami agreed, fleeing from Monoma's team. Yuya, what a mistake. Summoning his stand and sending it towards them, Highway Star, it can reach a speed of 60 km/h. Izuku, seeing several feet rushing towards them, what kind of stand does this guy have? Monoma, with your stand our victory is assured. Hey bastard. Monoma, seeing Bakugu's team speeding by using the same strategy as in the anime where he's propelled by Seiro's tapes, Ashido's acid and Bakugu's explosions. You're quite persistent. We'll use Plan B, jumping to the right, summoning his stand and pushing Yuya, Toshikazu and Mikitaka to the left, thus making them dodge the attack. Yuya, returning to his stand, we almost didn't make it. I hate to admit it, but it was a good plan. Monoma, landing on his feet, that's the best I could come up with, let's get back into formation. Mina, that's cheating, the rider can't walk. Midnight, that's right, that goes against the rules, the rider cannot touch the ground and walk freely. Monoma, I'm not cheating, it looks like I'm walking, but the truth is these sneakers are Mikitaka, so I'm not actually touching the ground. Midnight, but he's there with the other members of your team. Mikitaka, returning to his original form, carrying Monoma on his shoulders. What Monoma says is true. Kirishima, what? But he's there. Who is he? Mikitaka, they forgot about the doll Toshikazu brought, transforming back to reveal it's a wooden doll. Toshikazu, that's because of my ability. I even used it in the previous test and nobody noticed. Yuya, touching the mannequin's hands. Mannequin, transforming into Yuya, we don't cheat, all our moves have been legal. Mina, is it legal for him to bring that doll while being part of the hero department? Midnight, of course he asked for permission since his quirk needs the mannequin to work. I see what it was for. Well, since there's no catch, proceed. Zero, yes, it is somewhat unfair. Toshikazu, it's not my fault that my stand needs an object to function. If it were up to me, I'd have Jotaro's stand or Rohan-sensei's stand. Izuku, approaching Mikitaka and Monoma, using a little of one for all on his arm to try and remove some bandages. Mikitaka dodging the attack by backing away. Monoma, that was close. Yuya and Toshikazu, watch your back. Monoma, feeling like he bumped into something, seeing that it was Bakugu's team. Bakugu removing 3 headbands from Monoma's neck. Mina, that will be enough. Bakugu now will go after that scarred bastard. Heading with his team towards Okayasu. Mikitaka, that was a good move on your part. Monoma, come on Mikitaka, we have to recover our points. Toshikazu and Yuya, arriving towards them and forming up. Monoma, let's hurry up. Toshikazu, turning around, it can't be. Receiving a white liquid. Symbol 361 degrees, symbol 35C turned glottal stop, symbol 361 degrees. Not that kind of liquid XD, along with his team. Monoma, this is looking to see who was responsible for this Bondo. Bondo, the pink-skinned girl, freed us from the ice on the condition that we leave them without bands. Monoma, seeing that 5 other teams were going after him. Meanwhile with Okayasu's team. Koichi, that guy really wants our points. Seeing that they are cornered at the limit. Yukako, they also have a super combination of quirks. I don't think my babies can do anything more than provide mobility, and Okayasu already gives us that. Okayasu, everything is against us. If they were one-on-one fights, there wouldn't be many complications. Only if we defend ourselves with our stands is there a chance of getting out of this. The bad thing is that your stands are short range. Koichi, that's not entirely true. Summoning Act 1, my stand works in acts, and I can use any of them. You defend at long range. Okayasu, just try to dodge and watch out for your teammates. When we were planning everything, remember I wrote something about the crew using Act 2? Well, we should base this on that. I'll try to do something with Act 1. Yukako, just protect us from electric attacks. Todoroki, besides freezing, can also throw fire. I don't know why he hasn't used it yet. Iida, guys, there's only 1 minute left. You won't be able to use me after this. I'm counting on you. Todoroki, surprised Iida. Iida, preparing to advance, hold on tight. Make sure you get it, Todoroki, using his quirk. Koichi, prepare for what's coming. He sends his stand to type the word surrender to Todoroki's team. Iida, over torque, taking off at full speed. Koichi using Cat 1's ability. Todoroki, distracted by Act 1's ability, he would touch the headband for a moment, but wouldn't grab it as he felt a strong electric shock. Todoroki's team. They would crash into a wall of ice formed by Todoroki and feel a sense of despair at Act 1's ability. Iida, thinking this is the same but different from that time. Remembering the incident with the reporters who entered UA, this is Heroes' doing. They already had an emergency plan in place. His quirk isn't that strong, but it's good for either frustrating or encouraging people as expected from the class president. Todoroki, thinking this got out of control. This is Koichi's doing. In basic training, he was able to make the ground super soft, which meant Yaoyorozu wasn't harmed. This indicates that Okayasu in his current form isn't the biggest threat, it's him. He's the one leading the team. Becoming serious, causing the sound effects of Act 1 to disappear no matter, even if the situation is complicated, I won't use my left side. In the commentary booth. Present Mike, that risky move ultimately led to nothing. Akira, Nijimura's team knew how to defend their gang. Present Mike, time's almost up. Akira, the countdown begins with the students. Todoroki, come on, let's not give up yet. Team Todoroki, getting up and heading towards Okayasu's team. Koichi, let's keep backing up. Seeing Todoroki's team cover themselves with a blanket, be careful. Yukako covering her team with her stand. Kaminari launching a large electric shock. Get lucky, watch your back, the explosive guy is back. Bakugu addressing Okayasu's team with explosions, the 10 million points. Todoroki using his quirk to try and freeze Okayasu's team. Okayasu, these guys are coming in hot, using the hand to back away. Bakugu, you scarred bastard, commentator's booth. Akira and Present Mike, time's up, this is the end of the second round, the cavalry battle, with the students. Bakugu falling to the ground angrily. Commentators' booths. Akira, okay, now we'll see the 8 best teams in the anime. There were 4, but I added more here for more enjoyment, said Homer Simpson. First of all, Team Nijimura, with Okayasu's team. Okayasu, well done, we did very well. Koichi, I really thought that at some point they would take away our points. Yukako, I thought the same thing. Mei, the competition was really close. Get lucky, if I hadn't analyzed the opponents this would have been chaos for us. Koichi, well we finally did it. Okayasu, I just hope Josuke is watching this. Commentator's booth. Present mic in second place is Team Todoroki, with Todoroki's team. Todoroki, Tusk, we couldn't get them. Yeah, Yorazu, at least we got the points we needed to pass. Iida, thinking I see the person I had to surpass wasn't just Midoriya but also our class president heroes. His quirk is incredibly useful and while he can use it independently it truly shines when working as part of a team. Commentator's booth. Akira, Team Bakugo in third place. With Todoroki's team. Mina waving her hands, ah, we were close. Zero, well third place isn't so bad, in the end it turned out alright. Kirishima, do you really think he feels that way? Bakugo sitting on the floor annoyed. Commentators' booths. Present mic in fourth place Team Midoriya, with Izuku's team. Izuku thinking maybe I won't be among the top places, but I'll give it my all, I promise you, Almight. Uraraka, we did it guys. Takami, if it weren't for Midoriya we wouldn't be able to beat those Class B guys. Ajiro, that's right, I don't know how you did it but touching Izuku's shoulder, I'm glad to have had you on our team. Izuku, thank you all for joining. Commentators' booth. Akira in fifth place is Team Team Shinso. With Shinso's team. Shinso, thank you for your work, walking away from his team. Commentators' booths. Present mic in sixth place Team Tetsu, with Tetsu's team. Tetsu what, but we do have it, they only have 2 bands. Tetsu Mikitaka. Mikitaka, returning to his original form, this was the last thing I could do, they didn't take the most important headband. Team Tetsu, surprised. Commentators' booths. Akira, Team Monoma in 7th place, with the Monoma team. Yuya, good Mikitaka. Toshikazu, that was a great idea. Mikitaka, with your doll this was possible, they really don't know where I am when you use your ability. Monoma, we did it team. Yuya, get lost idiot. I don't know what you have against Class A, but I don't want to get involved with you. Toshikazu, they damaged my doll a little anyway, you got lucky this time. Commentators' booth. Present mic and the last team is Team Hagakure, with Toru's team. Toru, we did it guys. Jiro, we would have barely lost if it hadn't been for Mina. Sato, that's true but we still managed to advance and will be able to showcase our abilities in the next competition. Commentators' booth. Akira, those 8 teams will advance to the final round. Present mic, we'll now take an hour for lunch before we begin the afternoon festivities. Akira, see you, turning off his microphone along with Present mic and Aizawa, how about we go eat together? Present mic, sounds good, what do you say Aizawa? Aizawa, I'll sleep. Elsewhere, I see all the stand users passed by. Sucking on a lollipop, let's see what they're capable of. The only one who hasn't demonstrated his stand is Midoriya. I hope he can manifest it soon. Confrontations, the end, Fic cancelled a long time ago XD. First year stadium. Commentators' booths. Akira, now that lunch is over, it's finally time to reveal the final game. Present mic, but first there's good news for everyone who didn't make it to the finals. Akira, this is just a sports festival. Present mic, so we'll prepare recreational games that everyone can participate in. Akira, we've even brought in real cheerleaders from America to liven things up. Aizawa, confused Present mic and Akira, confused with the students. The girls from Class 1A, B, and Mei would be seen wearing cheerleading uniforms. Koichi. Okayasu, blushing and excited, I didn't know you were with the cheerleaders, thinking it was a great idea to go to UA. Momo, annoyed, looking at Kaminari, Mainta and Toshikazu who couldn't stop smiling. Mainta, Kaminari, you tricked us, didn't you? Falling to her knees, dejected, why do I always fall for Mainta's tricks? I even used my quirk to make the outfits. Kendo, annoyed, I can't believe you two, pointing at Toshikazu, and Yuya played a prank on us like this. Yuya, I only did it because Toshikazu convinced me with money. Toshikazu, YUYA, staring at him. Yuya, don't look at me like that. You and those 2 guys planned this. I was only there when you told Kendo. Yukako, approaching Koichi, how do I look? Koichi, blushing, it looks great on you. Okayasu, how I envy you, Koichi. Yukako, okay, even if this was a joke, I'll try to be a cheerleader. Koichi, really? Yukako, yes, you're cheerleader. All the girls, blushing and surprised by what was said before, All the boys, thinking he really is lucky. Mei, a little apart from the group, so this was a waste of time. Get lucky? Unfortunately, it seems so. May, speaking wearily, and on top of that, Josuke isn't here. This is going to be so boring. I was hoping he'd see the babies I managed to finish thanks to his help. Get lucky, don't feel bad. I know he'll be proud of you if you manage to show everyone what you're capable of. Besides, this event is being broadcast. You just have to show him a replay of the event, highlighting the parts where you appear. May, excited, you're right. The solution is so simple. In the cabin. Present Mike, alright, everyone have fun at the recreational games. Akira, when that's over, all 32 of the 8 teams that made it to the final round. Present Mike, they're going to hold a tournament one-on-one style with the students. Koichi, in the last round of the tournament, will fight 1 against 1. Thinking my echoes really isn't that strong. Kirishima, this looks like the same stage I saw on TV every year. Mina, was there a tournament last year? Zero, every year is different, but there's always a one-on-one competition. Last year, it was a Chanbara sports match. Midnight, holding a box with the word lots written on it now, will draw lots to decide the pairings. Once the pairings are done, we'll have the warm-up games and then we'll begin. The 32 finalists can choose whether or not to participate in the warm-up games. I'm sure they want a rest to conserve their strength. Now from the first team. Wait, I'll leave. Monoma Fukadashi, Porque Fukadashi, it's a matter of honor, I really can't remember much of what happened. Yuya, what do you mean? I can't remember much either. All I can tell you is that his quirk is similar to Toshikazu's. I don't really know which one is better, but he's definitely someone to be feared. That's why I also want to withdraw for the same reason, regardless of ability. Don't you think it goes against the goals of this sports festival for those who did nothing to advance to the final round? In the cabin. Present Mike, this is an unusual event. Aizawa, well, we just have to see what the referee Midnight decides about this. With the participants. Midnight, youthful chatter like this is something I enjoy. Adopting an excited posture show to Fukadashi, I accept your withdrawal. Everyone, thinking she made her decision based on her own tastes. Midnight, if that's the case, we must move 2 people from the team in 9th place in the cavalry battle. Monoma, I propose that a draw be held among the participants of Class B. Ida, why does it have to be only between Class B? Mina, I think that's unfair to our other classmates. Yuya, it's because those who withdrew are from Class B, only those from Class B. Toshikazu. That's right, and their teammate who was on the same team as them is still participating in the next event. That's how they would begin to argue. Midnight, cracking her whip, giving a terrifying look, silence. Well, if no one has anything else to say, we'll select the participants randomly. Agreed. Okay, now we'll see who the participants will be, who will replace them. This is how the random selection of the last participants would look on the screen. Midnight, looking at the screen, alright, the participants are Tsuyu Asui from Class A and Itsuka Kendo from Class B, cracking her whip. This is the pairing based on the results of the draw. 1. Izuku Midoriya vs. Hitoshi Shinso. 2. Shoto Todoroki vs. Hanta Seiro. 3. Kyoka Jiro vs. Koichi Heroes. 4. Yosuke Wace vs. Toshikazu Hazamada. 5. Katsuki Bakugo vs. Ochako Uraraka. 6. Fumikage Takami vs. Momo Yaoyorozu. 7. Ibara Shiozaki vs. Denki Kaminari. 8. Mashiro Ajiro vs. Yukako Yamagishi. 9. Ida Tenya vs. Mei Hatsum. 10. Toru Hagakure vs. Nido Monoma. 11. Mina Ashido vs. Yuga Aoyama. 12. Juzo Honuki vs. Koji Koda. 13. Tsuyu Asui vs. Yuya Fungami. 14. Rikido Sato vs. Okayasu Nijimura. 15. Tetsu vs. Eijiro Kirishima. 16. Itsuka Kendo vs. Mikitaka Hazakura. Koichi, thinking so, I'll be up against Jirosen at first, huh? I can actually defend against his quirk quite easily with echoes. Jiro, thinking nervously of all the people I could have been paired with, why was it Koichi? Remembering the hero training, it'll definitely be difficult. I don't know the limits of his quirk. Yuya, thinking, oh, so I'll be up against the frog girl, damn it. Why are all my fights at UA against women? It doesn't reflect well on me. They don't let me show my chivalry. I just hope my girls aren't upset about this. Toshikazu, thinking what luck I got to face Yosu, that guy uses his hands to use his quirk, so it will be quite easy to defeat him. Kendo, thinking I'm up against the most elusive of all our teammates, I definitely can't let the same thing happen as in training, remembering it. Staring at Mikitaka, you never know what that kid is thinking. Okayasu, Sato, it looks like we'll have to fight. Sato, nervous, it seems so. Okayasu, alright, we'll meet on the battlefield. Ajiro, thinking I'll be fighting Koichi's girlfriend. Her quirk seems pretty strong, I'll have to be careful. Mei, walking towards Ida, are you Ida? Ida, that's right, I'm Ida. Mei, that's great, you see. In the cabin. Present Mike, okay, we'll put that aside for a momentary interlude. Akira, let's have some fun with the recreational players. This is how the recreational events would proceed and the final event would begin. Present Mike, hey guys, are you ready? Akira, a lot has happened, but now it comes down to this one serious battle. Present Mike, it's all up to you. Akira, even if you're not a hero, you'll face many situations like this. Present Mike, you understand, right? Akira, heart, skill, wisdom, and knowledge. Present Mike, use everything to move forward. Akira, the finals you've all been waiting for are finally starting. Since I know everyone wants to see the fights between stand users, I'll skip several of the other students' fights. So I'll tell you how they turned out until I got to a stand user XDDD. Winners: 1 Izuku, 2 Shoto Todoroki. In the commentators' booths. Presenter, nervous everyone, we apologize for the delay, the stage froze during the second meeting. Akira, but it's already melted now for the next confrontation. Present Mike, interestingly both are part of Class A in the Hero course, thus creating this connection, Kyoka Gyro. Akira, against a little man who has gone through several situations that have brought him to the brink of death, Koichi Heroes. With the students. Gyro, thinking of all the people, did it have to be him? Flashback. Entrance examination. Gyro, a little tired, okay, I've collected enough points to get in, I'd better. Out of nowhere, a building would be destroyed by the 0 points. Gyro, seeing as the rubble was about to fall on her, remaining motionless with fear. Watch out, sprinting out, pushing her, taking her out of range of the fall. Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt? Gyro, looking at the boy, why yes, no, I'm fine. Somewhat confused, I'm glad to hear you're okay, that thing won't stop destroying the whole place. I'll go help more people so they don't suffer because of it while the exam is over. See you. Gyro, nervously, it's wait, what's your name? Turning around, smiling, Heroes, my name is Koichi Heroes, see you later. Running off towards where the 0 points was heading. Gyro, wait, I'll go with you. My quirk can be helpful in finding the injured people in the rubble. Koichi, okay, let's go. Findel flashback. In the cabin. Akira and Present Mike, now we'll have a big fight begin. Akira, thinking so he'll use that, at least he has it on his side. Otherwise he'd disqualify him. Back on the combat platform. Gyro runnings. Koichi sending echoes Act 1, writing the words surrender all over his body. Gyro clutching her head, falling to her knees, feeling the weight of the words on her. Damn it, this again. Koichi, I'm sorry, Jirosen, in the cabin. Present Mike, what's going on? Gyro is on her knees. Akira, without a doubt, Koichi decided to end the fight as quickly as possible. Back with the students. Gyro, seeing Koichi's worried eyes, thinking, is he worried about me in the middle of this fight? So he doesn't see me as an opponent. Does he see me as someone so fragile? Is he underestimating me? Feeling annoyed. Koichi, please don't make it harder than it is. Gyro, feeling furious, getting up. Koichi, watching as the words he wrote in Act 1 fell off Gyro's body, thinking she looks extremely angry. Gyro throwing one of her jacks, I looked it up, that's what they're called at Koichi. Koichi summoning Act 3, catching one of them, damn it. Feeling the one he couldn't catch hit him. Gyro feeling an electric current, withdrawing the jack he gave to Koichi. Koichi noticing the hole in his sweater, thinking good thing I prepared my shirt during break, writing down everything that might come in handy. Even so, I still managed to get ripped. He really has a knack for it, coming out of his thoughts. Gyro thinking, damn, I think I'm underestimating him too, but I still don't see his intentions to fight. How is he staying so calm? Launching an attack. Koichi thinking, I can't use Act 1 or Act 3, it won't let me get close, but I still have Act 2. Starts writing a lot of onomatopoeia on the ground. In the cabin. Akira, against thinking, what do I have to say about this guy who carries a wooden puppet? Coming out of his thoughts, the puppet master Toshikazu Hazamada. Akira and Present Mike, now we'll have a big fight begin, on the fighting platform. Toshikazu thinking, I only have one chance, launching his attack, carrying his dummy in front. Yo su esquivando facilmente Toshikazu. Toshikazu thinking, damn, this guy knows he shouldn't touch me.
Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.